Hey. What's up, everybody? Here we are, Friday night. You know what day it is. Well, day is Friday. I kind of messed that up already, didn't I? But the date is little 420. You know what that's like.
Pass.
Todd just jumping on my intro. What the hell? I said I'm doing my intro. It's all messed up now, but a little bit of kush for 420. Little shout out here to Dr. Dre for Nate Dogg. But we are ready to get a show on tonight. I don't know what we're going to be talking about, but we didn't do a show last night. So there's no idea where we may go tonight. We even have Redbeard on, so you know we may hit all kinds of lows. Just don't know what's going to happen. So make sure you hang in. And, of course, it is me, Rajay, and, of course, the usual suspects plus one. We got Eric Alliance fan. Make sure you check out his channel. We've got Joe, a.k.a. the Beer Patrol. You got to check out his channel because he's all on board now. Then we got Todd, a.k.a. no channel, but maybe on the way in a few years or so. We'll see how it goes. And then tonight, we've got Redbeard in the house who has his channel, Redbeard, with the two E's, not the E-A-R-D, out of Canada, the Great North. So we're going to get into some beer talk tonight and how you guys feeling. What are you guys drinking? What do you want to talk about?
Hey, I do have 5 subscribers, so...
So you got some love going on out there.
Some love.
Joe's showing me some love. I think he's just subscribes to my non-existing channel.
I didn't know you had a fucking channel that
I don't.
But you got 5 followers.
Yeah. I had 57 before I started my channel, so
yeah, I was one of those too. So
that's on you. Yeah, that's on you.
David Koresh started somewhere, so
wow.
Tonight, because in honor of a little bit of a 420, I'm drinking Lagunitas de Waldo's Special Ale. Probably the dankest beer you can get from But it might sound like I'm on the Price is Right talking about the product right now. But anyway, real good beer.
You imbibing a little bit on that 420?
A little bit. I wish.
I got some juicy ass IPA by Flying Monkeys. The artwork looks like maybe it was painted by somebody who was high, so that's kind of in reference to 420 a little bit.
Close enough.
Or Jim Carrey.
There you go. Have you seen his paintings? He paints some impressive stuff.
He's some fierce stuff.
He's no George Bush, you know.
No.
Yeah.
He's not.
No.
And not going to get to Eric yet because Eric, screw what he's drinking right now. But we'll go, what are you drinking, Joe?
Drinking what the hell is it called? A double citric daydream, double dry hop. This is my last can.
That's pretty damn good.
It's 5 months old, so I should drain pour it right into my gullet and into my stomach. And it is held up ridiculously well. It's not as good as it was when it was, super fresh, but it hasn't fallen off all that much. So I'm actually surprised.
Still looks really nice.
Yeah, it's the mouthfeel. The thing about this beer is like the mouthfeel and the body. Getting excited. It's a lot of fun.
So you're saying the 1 month thing may be overblown a little bit because
it always is. It depends on so many things. The intensity of the citrus and the tropical fruit character in this one is dialed back a little bit. You only get a bit of it, but it's still tasting good. There's no off flavors. There's nothing else really detracting from the overall greatness that is this body and mouthfeel. That's the one thing about this beer. It's fucking. I don't care if it tastes not that great. Body and mouthfeel is fantastic. So fuck it.
I don't know if I'm going to put that with Guernsey Gold though. I don't know.
No, it's still really good though. So 5 months on it, and it's drinking well. So.
And Todd, what are you drinking now?
I'm drinking one from Hertic Brewing Company out of Fairfield, California. Don't hate me for the name because I didn't make the name, but it's Make America Juicy Again.
Wow. Crying out loud, Todd.
That's actually a really cool name for a beer.
And for that name alone is the only reason why it took me so long to buy it.
It was an endorsed by
It's a hazy New England style.
More importantly, how does it taste?
It's good. It's actually really good.
Juicy?
Juicy.
It is, yeah. It is juicy.
And Eric, who had a hell of a beer run today, what are you drinking?
Well, I just finished an M43 from Old Nation Brewing.
I hate
Sure, that's
you.
all right.
Yeah, it's
My next one is going to be also from Old Nation Brewing is the Cart Horse IPA.
Ooh,
And
nice.
then I'm going to finish it up with the Big Bad Boss Tweed, baby.
Baby, that beer on a scale of 1 to 10 is aight.
That's a 9.3 on it. Is that what that was?
Yeah, here.
Wow, that's a big one.
Old Nation, 3 of a kind. He's winning the pot.
I mean,
The trifecta, baby.
I'd love to try those. I mean, I've never tried them ever. But,
Well, I know you were kind of head over heels over the Boss Tweed, Joe.
I like the Boss Tweed more than the M43 personally. But how much? Not all that much.
I heard they're no good, so you probably should.
Do what?
If you just want to throw them into boxes.
Eric, I
and
heard
stuff,
those were no good, so you should probably send them to Indiana just in case.
maybe New York, maybe Kentucky.
Dave,
Yeah, baby. Stop off at the UPS near you.
date on here. Yeah, date's
I mean, Eric, if you want to send them my way, because I didn't get a chance to
I
review
said I
them.
heard they're no good, so you should send them to Indiana.
All right, I'll send them to Indiana. All right.
That's bullshit. You don't even have a channel.
Joe, you got the comments board?
Oh, for fuck's sakes, I guess.
Damn you and your ability to run beer back and forth. Like, you say that here in Canada, the Supreme Court just upheld the whole you're not allowed to bring beer between provinces.
Here's the thing, Red.
Oh.
You guys in Canada, listen to your law. We're not supposed to run state lines either.
I missed most of that. We just saying, what?
I said, you guys listen to your laws. We're not supposed to run things over state lines either.
Well, no, I guess what happened was somebody was bringing beer between, I want to say, Quebec is like the place to go and buy a beer. And somebody, like, you're allowed to bring back 12 bottles of beer or 1 bottle of, like, booze, apparently. That's, like, the law. And some guy got caught going back with, like, a truckload, basically, of 2-4s and
2-4.
this whole that it's called the 24 beers, okay, a case of beer.
Okay.
Call it 2-4. Yeah, it's Canadian vernacular. Sorry, but it ended up the case ended up going to the Supreme Court because it's like seriously, the Constitution says there isn't supposed to be any kind of limitations on goods and services traveling between the provinces of the country. It's supposed to be all just fair, good to go in between. But it's like, for some reason, the Supreme Court thinks that bootleggers and or like home brewers will take too much advantage of it if they can just go between borders and illegally sell their booze. Because our Supreme Court is like so far behind the times, it's unreal. And this just became nicked up. Look at that. The last one didn't happen, but now it has happened.
Stay on course, Red. Finish the story out.
No, that was it.
He's done.
Keep telling the story. I had no idea what you were saying.
That was it. That was it.
He's talking about the
I didn't hear the story. Tell the story again.
You know, Nick. You live in the East Coast where it kind of happened. The whole Supreme Court upholding the no beer between. Yes, no beer between borders.
That is a huge step backwards for beer in this country.
I completely agree. Agree 100%, man.
I mean, it's now it gives the credence to for a rule that is so antiquated and old and hardly anyone that actually enforced it except for certain mounties along the New Brunswick border, and now nationwide they got the go ahead to just go to town, like stop people coming across the fucking provincial borders and check them for liquor.
Yeah, man.
It's ridiculous.
No, Nick, you need to fucking get more angry about this shit.
We're on Rajay's chat, and the quote of Canadian beer news is done.
Okay, that's fair.
Canadian beer news on Rajay's chat.
Yeah.
Well, we're half Canadian right now, eh?
Half is 6 people.
We're here.
You're a quarter.
Are you rounding?
It's a third.
Yes, a third. Excuse me.
Find out the key of life.
I'm
the key
close
of
to the
life
border,
is,
but I'm not on that side of the border.
He's trying to adopt Joe's what he's trying to do.
Yeah. Listen, if you give me some great beer, then I'll come to your side. I'll be like Brett Hall, and I'll just change my nationality. It doesn't matter.
But Nick is here, and our second person from the Great North. And what are you drinking tonight?
Right now, just Michelob Ultra or water, I should say.
Still drinking ice water,
I just got home, so I just got home from watching Super Troopers 2.
Yeah, let's fast forward to the second question. No spoiler, but Super Trooper 2 is worth seeing.
All right, fine. They don't want to know the key to life then.
I don't feel nearly
he
as
asked
cool
if it was worth
as
seeing,
anymore.
though. He said no spoilers. Is it worth
Oh,
seeing?
God, yes, it was worth seeing.
It was?
It was definitely worth seeing. I think maybe the storyline wasn't really as cohesive as the first one, but at the same time, who cares about the storyline?
I was gonna say,
It was packed full of
overall,
jokes.
would you say as good or better than the first movie, or not as good?
Well, I would say that it was definitely funnier.
Funnier than the first.
So
Yeah.
probably
How drunk are you? How drunk are you?
I'm not drunk at all. I just saw it. I'm kind of like at that rose-colored glasses. I just saw it. I thought it was fucking awesome, hilarious. It'll take a few more watches to really understand. Okay, was it really better than the last one? I would say that right now I'm thinking yes, because it was so much stuff that I laughed at in that movie.
Was everybody pretty much cracking up in the theater?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's a funny thing you say that, like the rose-colored glasses, because I want to say 2 weeks ago or last week, whatever. I went and saw Ready Player One with Marcel.
Oh yeah.
And I that's one of my, I love that book. I've read it like 10 times. One of my favorite books. It's just such a, and the movie was actually a bit of a letdown for me. So it was kind of like the opposite of what you're saying now. Like it's still kind of like all hyped up. For me, like for the first like couple days, all I could focus on was the things that I didn't like compared to the book. And now when I kind of think about it, it's like, if you hadn't read the book and gone into it, you'd probably really enjoy it, especially having been from like the 80s like I was and getting all the references and nostalgia kind of factor that's there. But to read the book fresh in your head, like it is for me because I've read it so many times, but it lots of changes.
You should have brought your sunglasses with you.
At night.
I mean, you would have been through somewhat rose-colored glasses. Maybe a little bit.
Well played. Well played.
Anyway, so
moving on.
Earlier tonight, I tried to upload a video for anybody that watched it. Apparently, I had no sound on it, but I uploaded, so I figured we'd talk about it now. So I uploaded the nightly beer news thing, and that's what happened. I tried to rush through and get it done, but didn't pay enough attention to it. Breaking Bud getting sued by Sony for the use of their name off the Breaking Bad. Kind of interesting type article because Sony's actually known about this for 3 years. And the funny thing is, when they came out with it, Sony was actually happy they were doing it because it got them more exposure.
Mm-hmm. Well, didn't they give them like congratulations, like kudos?
So come 2016, they end up meddling in the Great American. I think this is where it starts. They meddle in the Great American Beer Fest, and people started to get more of a buzz about them. And I started to see the dollars starting to come in. That maybe Sony's like, wait a minute, we should get a little piece of that pie. And now maybe I think that's why they might be launching the suit against them.
Because they're not making enough money.
Probably.
Because they were congratulating them 3 years ago. And part of their team actually likes their beer, they were saying.
Yeah.
Oh, ridiculous.
Like a Breaking Bad themed beer or something?
Yeah.
Breaking Bud was the name of it.
Breaking Bud is the name of the beer.
and it was obviously a hop forward beer.
It was apparently it's apparently really good too. Like it's like hyped up.
You call it Breaking Bud.
It's pretty popular here.
What were you
gonna say, Todd? Todd, what were you gonna say?
Have any of y'all ever had it?
I haven't as a
Nope.
It's available here. It's available here now. Knee Deep is here, so I haven't. Now I should totally go and review it.
Get it
out
down
the subs.
It's actually pretty good.
Is it? You've had it before?
Yeah. We get their stuff here also.
There's a bit of a thing like going on in Ontario with the Amsterdam brewery out of Toronto. I guess they trademarked whatever the 3-letter acronym is for the Toronto Airport. I think YYZ or some shit like that. And no other brewery can, like Barnstormer, a brewery in Barrie, whose whole theme of their beers is flight related, plane related, stuff like that. They had a beer called the YYZ Lager, and they had to rename it to the First Class Lager. And now some other brewery out there that had done something like the beer was called YYZ to LAX or something like that. Right. And now the brewery's called it like Star, like they put a star in place of the letter or something like that for the Toronto one to
fix it or something like, because Amsterdam has apparently copyrighted that term for beer, which is just a bit ridiculous because they have no beer called that.
It's not like Rush totally doesn't have a song called YYZ.
I don't think that's probably pre the copyright thing.
No, that was a long time ago, but I'm just saying, like, come on.
It gets all into infringement. I mean, you could actually sit there and type out all kinds of names and get them copyrighted. And anytime a brewer wants to come close to using one, hey, I got the rights for that. Send me a check.
So there's the logo Todd has up on his screen. I mean, I can see it. They're not hiding it. Yeah, they're totally not hiding it.
I mean, it's obvious. You got the guy in the smock, whatever, looking like the professor, making something. Got the little barrels out there, so you kind of get an idea on that too. So
I will say this though, and I'll say this in the nicest way I can. Fuck Sony. Sorry, Nick. I know you like the cameras, but fuck Sony in this instance because no, it is a different division, but they're still Sony. The simple fact of the matter is, if they were cool with it, 2-3 years ago, then that should have been it. The fact of coming after them now,
they had more than enough time to come after them for this.
Yeah, that's a fucking dick move. That's what that is. That forget all the fucking laws and whatnot. If you were cool with it, because a couple of years ago it was giving you, popularity and it was helping you out, but now that basically the show's over and everything, and now you want to make money off of it. That is a shitty move. That's end of story.
The funny thing is they have comments from them, including one of them saying how much they appreciated, them using that to base off their show. Pretty much, I'm kind of putting stuff together what they actually said, but they have the quote from the guy that's like, "Dude, you pretty much signed off by saying this. How much you appreciate them guys doing this beer."
That's shitty.
How you would have bitched about it.
That's shitty. We got some comments here. Well, we have. Well,
we have comments.
I see people, and don't think that well, just because mostly just people talking within the comment section. But shout out to Earth. He says, "Yep, it looks good." I think you might have been talking about the video when we first started,
or one of the first beers that was shown. Regardless,
maybe.
I think thanks. Good.
Hey, Eric, if you want us to hook you up with a link, put a thing in there, we had to find a way to get it.
I don't know if we can fit the entire fucking planet in this chat, but we'll try. We'll try.
In a day when people are celebrating Earth, to have Earth on the show.
Oh yeah, Earth. That's
a valid point, Rod. Well played, man.
Drunken One says, hell. Now I'm in the right spot. Apparently, he was in the wrong spot before multiple times. Kim Fife says, "Hey," at Roger BeerVentures.
Hey, Kim.
And then she says, "Hey," at Drunken One. And then she says, "Hi," at Erica Lions Fan. And then she says, "Showing some support. Appreciate it." So that's all.
That's all.
A lot of comments, but mostly, like I said, they were talking to one another and saying hi and stuff. So. More comments than I should be reading.
There was one more side chat.
Is it your job to read comments on this channel, Joe? Or you just read comments everywhere?
Yo, I am the designated comment reader, not by choice.
Why is Nick coming to chat with you? Nick is coming in.
Nick makes
with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, I get in the fucking beer 101. Audrey got to read comments. Okay, I guess. Yep. I don't. That is my sole job.
Read comments because you're the only one reading them anyway.
Joe has been commander of comments on the show like forever.
I feel like
Joe, commander of comments.
I feel like
Joe does the comments. Eric does the PSA.
I feel like the old Will Ferrell SNL sketch when I drive a Dodge Stratus. People respect me. I feel like that. I read the comments, but now I have a channel now. But people don't respect me. So
one of the first cars I drove was my dad's Dodge Stratus. It was a cool car. I liked it.
Eric hit up something there pretty interesting too that he had posted, which I saw that piece too. So apparently, I don't know why you would need it, but Waffle House is going to have freaking beer. Like, aren't you already shit-faced by the time you get to Waffle House?
I don't think the same thing.
Hey, you're trying to sober up at Waffle House? But now they're going to give you beer there too.
Final night
where this one is.
As Paul's proven, you can't sober up at the Flying Saucer.
What?
I was hoping that Joe would actually get that.
Well, I didn't really hear what you said. What did you say? Flying saucer and Paul?
I was saying that, yeah, well, as Paul has proven, you can't sober up at the Flying Saucer.
No, you can't. Well, you bring in more beer than
those late,
Yeah.
more beer. Those late night breakfast places.
Yeah,
right?
you go into a place where you have like 3 beers and you're not supposed to bring beers into the place, and then they pour them for you and be like, you're not allowed to have this, but then they give it to us anyway.
Not allowed to have this. Oh, here, pour this.
Drink it.
we had like 3 16-ounce cans that Matt from Massive Beer Reviews, he was there at that time, and he snuck them, like he brought them in, and they just put them on the table. I'm like, well, we're in a restaurant, like you can't. She comes over, she's like, you're not really supposed to have those, and just filled up everyone's glass and then left. I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. She got a huge tip at the end of the night. It was probably like a $50-$60 Canadian tip, so like $7 American. But it was a pretty big tip. So it worked for her. Yeah, it's in her favor.
Nice. Who does like a big tip?
No, she's pause, dramatic effect. Nick, you want to chime in?
Let that one settle there for a second.
No, I'm good.
but seriously, her pouring that beer and not taking away probably honestly gained her an extra like $40 just from one case.
Yeah, just for not being a dick about it. I mean, you got paying customers here in front of you. Yeah, they're
just being cool.
Shenanigans and everything.
Oh, it happened.
She didn't even give us she didn't give us the stink eye. It wasn't like, you guys aren't supposed. She's like, you guys aren't supposed to have these, and then just left. I was like, oh god.
Well, her job was done. She told you.
But looking at Paul, especially Paul, it's like you probably shouldn't give this man anymore.
The intimidation factor.
Paul ended up eating like 3 fucking hamburgers and all my bacon, so whatever. No big deal.
I don't think the average person is going to push Paul too much.
What is going on, Drunken One?
Hey, thanks for the link, Mr. Rod. And so he says, ate 3 hamburgers and all of your bacon. So how'd that go? Right.
Well, I have like a
taking off your plate or what?
Yeah, I got like whatever the breakfast was and like the side of bacon, and he's just eating my bacon. And I said, Paul, I was fucking gonna kill me. He's a Sasquatch. And I was just like, yeah, all right, whatever. Cheers now. Be over here fucking eating my eggs or whatever. But yeah, no, he had like 3. It was 2 or 3 hamburgers in like 10 minutes, and he's looking at mine. He's like, I'll just take your bacon. I'm like, yeah, sure. You say so.
So what are you drinking, Drunken?
Oh, I am. I'm working through that Michelob clone. You'll probably be seeing me with this for a while, depending on how Dad's 75th birthday goes. But I heard the worst noise ever from my room here. It goes. So one's down. I got another 5 that I'm working on, and another 10 up there. I want to real quickly say, awesome job, Mr. Average Joe, with your new channel. It's super awesome, and I'm digging it. And hi to everybody else in the room, Eric Glassman, and just everybody, and Nick, and of course you, Mr. Rajay, and Todd. Cheers to all y'all. Happy 420.
Cheers.
For the people who do those kind of things. Enjoy your lettuce. Your lettuce.
Thank you, Drunken One, but the hashtag that's on you has never been more appropriate here.
Yeah. If it's in there for sure, right.
So Drunken, I didn't get a chance to watch your video yet, but did you do a chug challenge?
He did.
I did. Yeah, I did. It was kind of long and drawn out, and it was. I did a very poor job at it, but I beat last year's one. It's just for those who want to participate, I guess, is the way it goes. And you just try to gobble down as much beer, a liter of beer, in as short a time as possible. And I'm no good at it. I've seen these fools just hammer down a beer in less than 10 seconds, but that ain't me. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
I've seen guys like Lee and another beer. Well, he hasn't done videos in a long time, but Terry K Beer Goggles reviews in the UK. They've done like 4 Guinness full 16-ounce cans in like under 2 minutes.
Wow,
like that's a lot. And there's
is.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Right. Well, it's not necessarily the alcohol about it. It's the volume about it. It's just a matter of passing that much liquid into you. That's the hard part. It's just, how do you do that
in a short period of time? Yeah, drinking 64 ounces of anything with water is difficult. So
exactly. Just hard to gobble down that much liquid.
Eric, was that a golf clap? Eric, golf clap?
For Redbeard.
Nah.
Trying to figure out whether he was trying to make it rain or what he was doing.
He's like, I got all the I got all M43 guys and Boss Tweed, Strawberry one and fucking everything. Fuck you guys.
M43.
I will say this, Eric. If you do get them the tart strawberry one, if anything, I would you send that just that beer. I want to try that. Ever since I heard about it,
I'm gonna go to the brewery tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know when did they release that, Todd? Do you remember? Was it recently or
I think it was just within the past week or so.
That just sounds cool. I don't think I've had too many New England style IPAs with strawberries, let alone tart strawberries in it.
Are you going to shoot some video tomorrow when you go, Eric?
What's that?
Do some video tomorrow when you go to the brewery?
Perhaps.
Oh boy! It's like Christmas Eve.
Eric, if you can.
I'll be in my Santa suit when I go there, Joe.
Okay, no. But if you just shoot some video, that's cool. I don't know why. We don't need you to infringe on Albino Rhino's gimmick, okay?
Oh, sorry.
Albino's got a lockdown on it.
He's got that lockdown. Summertime, Christmas time, doesn't matter. He's got it on lock.
Oh, look at that. The Waldos. 420 badge. 420 badge.
It's a 420 badge.
Anybody else got that tonight? No 420.
You just pissed off Nick, though, because Nick is what they like to call a badge whore on Untapped.
Treasure hunter from Waldo.
Oh, God. Well, Nick wants all the Waldo.
I believe in IPA, level 87. Anybody else level up?
I'm at like level 2. Okay, 2.
I don't know. How many badges do you have, Rod? How many badges?
I got
badges. You don't need no stinking badges.
I have 1,244 badges, and I don't know what they do. What do they do?
I have 776.
Cash them in for absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
What was the badge you just got?
About the pride.
What?
There you go. He says about the pride.
Yeah, there's no pride in Untapped.
You're level 150. You are fucking drunk, sir.
Yeah. Drank 17 beers tonight. They have like a drink a six pack.
This makes it true that you are fucking drunk.
They have a drink a six pack badge, so you have to check in the same beer 6 times in a row. And I did it when I was drinking like a session IPA, and I still felt terrible about it. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
You get a one they call the usual. You have to drink the same beer 15 times in 30 days.
Jesus Christ!
And I got that with Merced Lager.
Eric can get that with Miller Lite.
I wonder
or this one, buddy.
Teamed up with
Keystone
Untapped. Let them keep getting badges. They become future customers here at Alcoholics Anonymous.
Exactly right.
Eric, you're pissing off Greg Cook right now.
I'm level 205 and I'm a drunk.
Hey, Greg, right here, Greg.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, you drank all the Old Nation already, and now you're down to Keystone?
No, I still got the Boss Tweed left.
The Keystone is for later.
Let's bring it back down.
I mean, he's got to make sure his hangover doesn't happen. Right? Keep hydrated with that water.
Have any of you guys, although the majority of it, I know you're going to say no, tried the Bud Orange yet? Has anybody?
I don't know if I could even me. I don't know if I could do the Bud Orange.
I haven't seen it. I'd try it, but I haven't seen it. I'd give it away. It's just to say I tried it, but I haven't seen it.
Now, I will say the Bud Light Lime is not bad.
I will say this is your chat, Rod, but that's a bannable offense asking that question.
Yeah, right.
Well, my screen is like anybody to this side of the panel. I know you have it. There's 2 people over here drunk.
And Eric's over here. Eric's like way over here.
Yeah. I'd give it a try. You know what?
I don't want to be one of those guys, but I will say this. I'm not too proud to try it.
Yeah.
Certainly not going to spend money on it. We'll just leave it at that.
Well, here's the funny thing. So Pabst has the American Pale Ale out.
I want to try that.
About like a month ago, right? It was like anywhere you went to, you saw it there or whatever. So you know what? I'm going to give it a try. Cannot find it now. It does not stay on the shelf.
How much was it? Yeah, it was like $1.50 a can, and I was gonna like 2 weeks ago I was gonna buy it, and I didn't. My buddy did. And he was like, he liked it. I was like, that might be a good one to try.
They're doing 4-packs here of the pint cans for like $7.49, I think.
Yeah, so it's about the same. Like about $1.50, $1.75 a can. I think I might try it if I see that one. I would pay money because it's under $2, and I have heard pretty solid things about that. And I do like Blue Pabst ribbon to a certain extent, a little
Was it
bit more so.
Budweiser.
You say you like PBR? Is that what you just said?
As far as a macro goes, yeah, Red Lager.
It's not a bad beer. Yeah, PBR isn't terrible. It's not terrible.
Hey, hang on, Eric. What the fuck? What is a Freedom Reserve Red Lager?
Hold on, I'll send it to you.
And why is it Freedom Reserve?
I seen it. I'm like, I seen it. I'm like, what
Freedom.
the
You have to hold
that?
Freedom Reserve.
Get a hold of that freedom back. You can't give it all out at one time.
Oh my god! Yeah, you can't. Fucking Freedom Reserve.
Canada or something?
No, we're allowed to fucking bring beer across our fucking state borders.
Oh yeah. Sure, got people piling in here now.
Oh, we got comments?
A couple of them.
Yeah, get in the comments, Joe.
If there's a dull moment, yeah, there's a couple more folks still piled in.
I saw Red Beard was like fixated. I didn't know if he was actually stuck or if he was just staring.
Sorry.
He's like doing this. He's doing this like.
I was watching the recap of the Blue Jays game. Sorry.
It was intense.
They win? Did they win?
The basketball game? How's that going? Yeah, they were watching it on another station.
Yeah. The Blue Jays play all kinds of basketball. What the fuck was that?
They play the hockey ball.
Nick, you all right?
Not even the hockey ball.
Oh, I just had some water going on the wrong way. Sorry.
You're drinking Mick Ultra. I mean, what do you expect?
What?
Aren't you drinking a Mick Ultra?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm drinking a Pabst Blue Ribbon now.
We're doing that next Wednesday on the Beer Analysis 101.
Isn't that cheating?
I'm studying.
Studying.
I got 12 of these things. I have to drink them.
He's going to come into the Beer Analysis 101 and he's going to be like, full disclosure, I've already had this beer before.
This is why Nick only has his icon up tonight, because he's drinking these other beers.
Yeah, I don't want to be seen.
Let me get the comments so we
Have one
don't
to the table.
exclude anybody here. Junior's Brew View says, Papa Top.
Junior, what's that?
Yeah. Backwoods.
GSHL TV, who frequents us once in a while, says, cheers, Rod. You are a legend.
Cheers, brother. Happy 420 day, brother.
Yeah. They know what that's about, huh?
He does some. I think he works. Doesn't he work like second? And he does like real late.
Yeah, they go like at midnight on usually.
Yeah.
The V bar, the virtual bar.
Mm-hmm. And he says, "Cheers, Drunken One." Earth comes back with he had some Waldos earlier. Also, Earth, if you want a link, Rod said, let us know and we'll fucking hunt you down because apparently you're not on any social media. Glass.
Fucking Joe. I love Joe.
Glass can bottle beer reviews. I've actually seen some of his stuff. He does some pretty good reviews. He gets a lot of good beer. He says, I accept that 6 of same beer every night challenge. Keystone ain't no joke. Haha. He also, and then Jamie Basement Beer says 7-Eleven taquitos get you a few badges on Uncrapped. That is a very Nick-like joke, Jamie, but it's appropriate because Nick is gross.
That's a shitty joke.
You're just angry at taquitos. That's all. Glass Can Bottle Beer Reviews continues with Bud Orange does have a pretty package. And he also wants to try the PBR Pale Ale as well, or Pabst Pale Ale.
DJ's Brew Tube did the Bud Orange recently.
Yeah, DJ's not a huge fan of macros. He usually
surprising.
Yeah, DJ, he's
on a scale of 1 to macros, no.
I like him because he's like one of the only people I see that has like he makes my energy level look tame.
It's like I'm not accusing the man of taking drugs, but it's like he fucking snorted a line before he does it.
every video, right? No,
and I love DJ. Like I
love you, and I love the excitement.
DJ's awesome.
I like him. He's he seems like a really cool guy. He needs to get like one more bright light.
I did a beer mail like 2-3 years ago where I sent him 42 beers and he sent the same my way. And it was like a 27-minute unboxing, and he had like all the crazy and just the energy for like it was crazy. Like
you sent him 47 beers.
47 beers?
Sorry, 42. It's still a lot.
Oh, sorry.
No,
wait. Before you go on, that is fucking like, dude, like that. I don't even know like how I want to watch this video. He done unboxing video.
Yeah, search for the average Joe. Like I did beer trades with him, but we did the last one was
that's insane.
3 boxes. I sent him 3 boxes at once. It was 42 beers all at once. And he sent me 42, but it was like a 27-minute video of him unboxing it. And it was funny because it was the first time I ever seen DJ run out of energy at any point in any review. Like the last 5 minutes, he was like, and the last 6 beers. It was fantastic.
Right. But really quick, like, because I know Redbeard is researching it right now. Would you please put that link in the things where I can find that also? Because I know that's where Redbeard is going right now. Okay. Go on. I'm sorry, Joe.
I'm not. Is that coming up? What did he call the?
I'll find it and put it in there. I'll find it and put it in there in a second. Let me just.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, cool.
Comments.
Hey, do we have Bum out there in the comments?
We do not. We still have glass can bottle beer review says I wanted to call somebody out, but everybody is trashed. Haha. Me too. I love it. We're not all trashed yet. I mean, soon. And then he continues with, I just gotta say. Goal. He says, I just got to say the skinny ZZ Top. Ha ha.
You must be referring to Redbeard.
No.
Oh yeah, maybe. Right. The skinny ZZ Top. Okay, right. I can see that.
Okay, I can see that too. That's Redbeard, right? He says, I love you, Red. And then Basement Beer Review says, ZZ Top. In parentheses, he has Canadian in parentheses. And then glass can bottle finishes with damn $42 to ship it also. You know, it was like 50 something to ship all those. It was a lot. It was one of those things where it was like a beer trade that was about a year in the making. Like we just kept on getting stuff from one another and be like, all right, I'm gonna put this in your box and whatever. The last thing I did was went up to the Albino Rano Beer Fest that year. It was 2015, I believe, and I came back with like another 12 beers. I was like, yeah. So remember how I said I had all these? Now I have a whole other box of beers, and it was crazy. It was insane.
You hooked up my beer mail. You hooked it up. That was awesome. Especially like that green bottle one. Wink, wink.
Oh, the Heineken, the white whale. I believe is what they refer to it as.
All over the world.
Awesome beers.
I was like, great. You know who's going to appreciate this? Drunken one. That's
yeah, right.
Because it's liquid, it has alcohol in it, and he'll drink it.
That was the first one I drank, baby. I knew I didn't have to do any kind of review or anything on that one. You know.
Awesome. Right, so
did you see Jamie's comment in the chat there?
I'm going to ignore
it. ZZ Top.
Yeah, no, you're.
Right, here's the link for you. He read that.
The link over there in the chat.
Sorry, I missed it.
Let Joe handle the comments. He's a professional.
Okay, Joe just did it there.
There's 2 thumbs down. I don't know who would thumb down someone getting 42 beers, but
really, somebody thumbed down this?
2 people thumbed down.
But there's 33 thumbs up. Like now 34 already.
That video will be like, oh, it's just too much beer.
YouTube special. It's almost half an hour long.
I told you, it's 27 minutes long.
I gotta like pause this and like keep it bookmarked.
It's not a beer unraveling.
I want to watch that shit. That should be awesome. I'm down.
No, it's like I said, I've never seen DJ lose energy, and that was the first video I've ever seen where he wasn't fucking bouncing off the walls. I was like, I did it! I fucking did it! Everyone's happy. What are you drinking, Tom? 420 juice?
He's probably like, another one? Another damn beer?
Who's that from? Is that 450 North?
Damn, son.
Yes,
oh, North 450 North.
Oh! Are you muted, Todd? Because
I'm still trying to find the fruity nuggets.
Well, it's 420, man. 420. Everybody's looking for their fruity nuggets.
That's the beer from 450, man. The fruity nuggets.
Yeah.
Sure
I mean, does it taste like Fruity Pebble the Daddy?
Well, I was asking if Bum was out there because next week, 420 through 429, is Pittsburgh Craft Beer Week.
Nice.
So Bum will probably get some pretty good beers there in Pittsburgh.
I'm sure he will be. And he'll be bringing Billy D. Williams along for the ride.
Out of Billy
D.
Motorhead Road Crew beer to launch in the U.S.
Good.
You guys Motorhead fans?
Yeah. I'm all right.
They're okay.
More like the 80s, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
One of the last songs that Lemmy ever did was as a guest singer on the newest album by the lead guitarist of Rammstein's solo project he has going on. Yeah, weird.
Rammstein?
Yo, Lemmy was a huge fan of those Jack.
The lead guitarist of Rammstein has his own.
Oh, okay.
Called Emigrate, Emigrate. It's actually really good shit. It's like actually the lead singer. No, this is all English. It's all English. As well as the lead singer of Rammstein has his own band also, and it's like, so I'll put a link to one of the videos in the chat just to fucking mess with everybody's head. It'll be awesome.
Glass Can Bottle says any trade between friends is cool. Who cares the cost? I mean, that's the way I looked at it. DJ did want to do like a ounce for ounce type of thing, which I get. When a lot of people want to trade, they're like, you want to keep the cost. At some point, that ounce for ounce went out the window because you couldn't keep track of the ounces because there's too many ounces. He also says he needs a camera. Hilarious. Well, cheers. Good
you don't have to have a camera. That's what I'm typing.
I mean, look at Nick.
I don't know why I'm typing it anymore, but here it is, and I did it. No, you can get on there like Nikolai right there, where he just got his avatar, and you can be that guy if you like. Come on in.
Well,
yeah,
I'm
sure I just don't feel like having my camera on.
Hey,
it does work.
I wasn't picking on you. I was just using you as an example.
It does work. Look, you can even see that I'm telling the truth. I am drinking a Pabst. See?
PBR's all right.
And I gotta say that this part should be poured out into a toilet, probably, because it's.
Nick, there was no need, man. There was no need to verify.
Oh, and then the camera's off again. Just like that.
It's a short keys.
Like golf, where you're within that 5-foot putt, we give it to you. You
got to channel your inner beer analysis 101 and be a bit professional at times on other people's chats. Not all the time.
I save that for Wednesdays.
Speaking about beer, I need to go get another one. So, meeny, miny. Well, Todd, you have control since you don't have a channel.
Are we having a little intermission here? Is that what we're talking about?
Todd I go get a beer.
Holy crap! Who is the name? It just come up here. Equal Opportunity Guns. That's
Opportunity. He's always watching my videos.
He said he just picked up a Blake sample pack and trying an El Chavo. Now, Rob, it's different but good.
Well, I've had the El Chavo from Blake. It is good. Nice. Habanero and mango, baby.
Oh, baby, that
sounds awesome.
It's funny because if you've ever actually consumed a habanero, it gives off the nice citrus / tropical fruits, and then it fucking burns the shit out of you. But the taste of habanero is pretty good.
No, it sounds awesome. I would drink the shit out of that.
What's that?
I had the best chili beer that I've ever had last week when I was in Knoxville, Tennessee. Usually the overpowering with the peppers, but it was nice. It was a quarter, but it was really good.
And when a chili beer is done properly, it can be fucking amazing. Because you don't want it to be the star. Because when you're putting big peppers in there that are really hot, you don't want to fucking dominate the beer. What's the point? I mean, you want to be able to taste the beer too. So when it's integrated well, you're right. They're fucking really tasty. They really are.
And the brewery was maybe one of the best craft beer brewery names out there. Crafty Bastards Beer Company.
Fucking Crafty Bastards. I love it.
Right? Fantastic place. Little hole in the wall was like a garage type deal, and it had 8 or 10 taps, only their own beer. Everything was $5 for a pour, pint. And it was great. Recommend if you're ever in Knoxville, go to Crafty Bastards. Anybody out there?
You heard it first from Todd.
Right. Well put.
If you're ever deep in Johnny Knoxville, whisper in his ear, Crafty Bastards.
There you go.
Right.
Glass Can Bottle said, "Oh shit!" When Drunken One said, "You don't have to have a camera." Revelation. He says he loves the FaceTime bar feel though. Could he use a phone? Yeah, there's people that join on their phones. Yeah, it has a mic and it has video, so that's a lot of people too.
I sent it through your About page. However, you might receive that. It's usually Creator Studio comments. You know where to find those things. Hopefully, I sent it to you because I don't think Rob will have a problem with that.
Who we sent it to?
Glass can and bottle reviews. Been doing this for a minute. Right. I wouldn't send it to a troll.
I'm here.
Yeah, no, you're not a troll though, Joe. You're all right.
Sure.
We like you, man.
He also says,
You're
"True, a good pepper IPA is wonderful." I only had a handful of like IPAs with peppers in them, and they've been hit and miss for me. But again, when they're good, they're good. When they're
I
bad,
had the some kind of milkshake IPA from Collective Arts with habanero peppers in it, and it was the habaneros didn't add any kind of spiciness. It was just kind of the.
I had the same
flavor
one.
of it. It was pretty damn tasty. I thought.
Wasn't see here's the thing.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you go on.
No, I was going to say.
No, you.
Rod, it's your fucking channel. You tell me to
You
fuck
guys
off.
are so damn courteous.
no troll. Just joking.
No.
You guys are making us Canadians look terrible right now. Sorry, go ahead.
Are we done?
I mean, you're going, Rod, because it's your chat. You go.
Blake's does some pretty good ciders. That's all I was going to say. I'm not usually a cider person, but I've been impressed with Blake.
Is that what you're drinking now? Is it cider? Yeah.
No, you're drinking
No, I'm
Bells.
drinking the Bells, but Beer Glass was drinking the Blake's El Chavo.
Oh, gotcha.
The raspberry milkshake IPA with habaneros, I also had Redbeard, but I didn't get any really of the habaneros, and the IPA kind of faded, so it was mostly just like a raspberry creamsicle. It was really tasty, but for me, it wasn't an IPA, nor was it a pepper beer. It's just a good like raspberry fruit beer. Yeah, you know.
I was on a channel just a while ago, and they were talking about a Northeast IPA that had 0 IBUs. How is that possible?
They put no hops in the boil. It's all dry hopped.
Oh, that's what I figured because the way they were saying it, and that's what I figured. So I guess if it's not heated up, then it does nothing for IBUs. It just gives that aroma and the flavor. Is that correct?
Literally no bitterness like instituted into the beer. So it's all the dry hopping aroma and flavor, which I've seen quite a few different breweries do it. First time I saw it, Trillium did it with the Val, I believe, which is two of the bigger like New England style producers. And then I've seen quite a few other breweries do it since then. It's a cool concept, but like you really don't get any bitterness like at all. And I feel like I've had a couple, and they kind of unbalanced. A little bit sweeter.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Well, exactly, because that's what the bittering hops does. As the homebrewer, that first hop drop is what kind of combats the sweetness of the wort. So I would expect some kind of sweetness out of it.
An IPA without bitterness would just not feel like an IPA. It seems like
that's basically what New England style IPAs are. Like they're basically IPAs with a low bitterness, not no bitterness, but a low bitterness because it's all about the dry.
I want to say like IPA number 5, and it's like sorry, Rod, sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh man,
yeah, that's a bannable offense number 2. You don't bring up on this chat, Redbeard. One is Bud Light Orange.
As soon as I said it, I knew, and I said,
and Chris isn't even here. That's the worst part about it.
I haven't had as much as him, but I think I probably like it just as much as him.
Don't say his name 3 times or it'll show up.
But no, I was supposed to say like that. There are some like New England style IPAs that even the Life in the Clouds, the new core beer by Collective Arts, it's got a nice bitterness to it. It's maybe not like super high IBUs, but it's a nice. It still has that overall IPA kind of flavor profile to it. But something with no IBUs would just be fucking weird, I think.
It doesn't seem weird. Yeah.
Here's the thing about IBUs, which most people know, but IBUs really, in the grand scheme of things, don't mean a goddamn thing.
I agree.
They really don't. There's so much you can like. On my reviews, I always try to mention the IBUs because I feel like ABV and IBUs are kind of like the thing everyone should know.
I want to say what you mentioned at least half the time so far is like that you don't know the IBUs,
but I don't care.
You don't care. Yeah, it's
because I don't. I like that. There's a lot of people that'll be like, I'm drinking a 60 or 70 IBU and it tastes like it. It's all about the balance between that. Like if you get a 10% double IPA that has obviously brewed with a ton of malts, hence the higher ABV, it's going to offset a higher IBU count. And same thing with like how you can get, they can use a lot of hops in the boil, but if they dry hop the shit out of it, you're going to get most of the aroma and taste from that dry hop. Well, mostly the aroma is the dry hopping, but it's not going to be overtly bitter or anything. So when people, I don't, I don't get upset or anything. I'm just saying when people look at it and say, oh, this 70 IBUs is going to be super bitter. It's not like it could be, but that doesn't, IBUs are pretty much unproven for the most part. I mean, you can read up on it a little bit about the international bitterness.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Well, no, like I've had some like
it is
high IBU.
What's that, Rod?
I said it is science. It is done through chemistry, but yeah.
Yeah, but they're saying what you perceive.
I'm just throwing it out there to throw it out there.
No, and it is scientifically speaking. If it says 80 IBUs, yes, it's 80 IBUs, but there's more that goes into that rating and how you perceive it on your palate than just the hardcore rating.
Yeah, I was just saying, like I've had like high, like 80 or whatever IBU beers that don't taste that bitter at all to me, and then compared to something that says like 40 or 50. And I get the bitterness way more. So like the IBUs, it's a rating system, but it's very kind of subjective.
Well, it is. And I've seen people before, like that's 90 IBUs. I'm not going to buy it because it's going to be way too bitter. And I'm like, you can't look at it from that perspective. You got to try the beer and see how it is for your palate. It could be very smooth and balanced. It could be overly bitter. It could be fucking not bitter, whatever. You got to try it. You can't just, it's like someone that looks at a 10% ABV beer and go, oh, that's going to be super boozy, Chris. Hashtag baby palate. But sometimes you get 10% beers that drink like they're 6 or 7. Am I wrong? Like nowadays,
it's not as relevant. Not as relevant as people make it.
No, it isn't. So to use it as like a hard fact, be like, oh, it's 8 IBUs, I'm never going to buy that beer. You should give it a chance. Give all beers a chance, except for Bud Light Orange. No one should give that a chance.
Not even there. But hey,
I've had beers at 40 IBUs. That's a lot more bitter than beers that have 80 IBUs. Because like it's of it.
Yep, I agree, Todd Wren, who doesn't have a channel.
Hey,
I can say that now. This is great. I love this.
So if you're a craft beer drinker that is somewhat pretentious, because that never happens in a craft beer world. Never. Here are 5 beers that you could actually drink to lower that from happening. These are the 5 best unpretentious beers as ranked by 5 beer connoisseurs.
Oh, God.
You have the Firestone Pilvo Pilsner, the Pilvo Pils, as they call it on the street. You have the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. You also have the Holy Mountain Brewing Rainier beer. Never heard of it, but apparently it lowers your pretentiousness.
Pretentious.
Yes, I just made that word up, and I'm going to use it.
What the hell? That like broke my brain just now.
Peter.
You also have the Mark.
Sounds like for ethnic profiling.
Half-acre Daisy Cutter.
Half-acre Daisy Cutter, yeah.
And the Grim Artisanal Ale Saison DuPont. These are considered to be less pretentious beers in the craft beer world. I'm just saying, don't be the pretentious guy at the bar. Grab one of these.
If I catch anyone drinking one of these beers, automatically they're pretentious, just based on this.
Right.
I'm drinking a half Daisy Cutter over here from Half Acre. Your
beer is
Saison. You're trying too hard to not be pretentious, and that's pretty pretentious.
It's Saison DuPont. That's just pretentious in the name.
Yeah, I love how they're like, don't be pretentious, says 5 beer connoisseurs. Get the fuck out of here.
I think he's out, motherfucker.
That was an actual piece that read on Bloomberg, too.
You know how you be pretentious? Don't fucking tell anyone what to drink and let people enjoy what they want. That's how you don't be pretentious. Except for Bud Light Orange. You drink Bud Light Orange, you piece of shit. Except for that beer. Every other beer is cool.
What about Keystone?
Nah, that's fine. If Eric wants to fucking hammer out a 24-pack tonight, that's on him. But see, the man's washing it down with boss tweets, so I mean, his credentials get a little higher each sip. No, but I don't even care about Bud Light Orange. It'd be cool to try Bud Light Orange, but I feel like it's gonna be
not to buy a whole 6-pack of it though.
I feel like it's gonna be super fake orange flavor. Am I wrong? I feel like it's just gonna be like fucking orange tang or something.
Orange crush
yeah,
corn.
It's with the fucking tortilla corn chips. Like that's what I feel it's gonna be. Like I don't know. I'd try it, but I don't know what they're.
I would try it if I get it as an individual can. I'm not buying a 6-pack.
Well,
even though the 6-pack is like $7.49 or something here, I wouldn't buy a 6-up.
I kind of slightly agree with Eric about the Bud Light Lime not being terrible for what it is. I mean, you go into Bud Light Lime. I think Labatt Blue Lime's better, but they're both
really.
But hey, I actually drank Bud Light Lime one day because I was working a Bud Light beer booth.
Yeah, it's not bad. You got to go into what it is, though. What exactly that beer is supposed to be crushable, hanging out at a beach or fucking at a pool or whatever. Yeah, you could drink a shit ton of it. It's not going to crush you out. Yeah, campsite, whatever. It's fine. But
would you drink the Bud Light Lime before you would drink the Corona with the lime?
Yes.
I don't like Corona is just fucking. If I could get a non-skunky Corona, we'll see.
Now you're open. Now you're open.
Yeah, now that I'm a dreamer. I'm sorry, I'm a dreamer.
You couldn't say without a chuckle. You couldn't even say without chuckling between the.
Right. Let me get to the comments again. We got a couple good comments from Equal Opportunity Guns. He says, "Have the Michigan guys?" But he does have the S in parentheses, which is basically Eric said, "Try to Brooks Brewing." Yeah, Brooks Brewing.
Hey, Eric's the only one in Michigan.
Yeah, he is.
I have not.
Although I get a share of Michigan beer. I got some good short beer in the cellar too. I got to get those in.
Yeah. Then we have Glass Can Bottle says still very difficult to do. He might be talking about when we're talking about the IBUs.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. And then Equal Opportunity Gun says it's in Shelby Township. It's one of my favorite. Eric Alliance fan. They're opening a second in Ferndale, Michigan. I've been to Ferndale, Michigan.
I have not been to Ferndale.
They have a nice bottle shop there. And nearby is the two meaderies, Bee Nectar and fucking Shrams, which is I love me some Shrams. I don't know what I'm doing. We have Jamie from Basement Beer says, I'm actually sick of IPA number 5. He's dumping his last 4 cans right now. I hope no. I feel like Rod's upset because you mentioned IPA number 5 again on this fucking chat, and then Chris wanted it, so
poured him down the drain, he says.
And then he just says, kidding, of course. I do have 1 can left though. Eric Alliance fan says, or Equal Opportunity Gun says, I just subscribed to Eric Alliance fan, and I'm excited to check out your beer and Tigers videos. Beer reviews are pretty damn good. Tiger videos just as bad as the Tigers because he's talking about the Tigers.
Wait till football does his Lion videos. Dude.
Yeah, just wait. I'll have rant videos up. I will have rant videos.
I can't believe they went for it on fucking 4th and 7. Are you kidding?
God damn it! What the hell?
I like it. Jamie, Basement Beer says, I would actually try a terrible, shitty Bud Light Orange, spelled incorrectly. He said orange, as in OARANGE.
That's not good. We're not here for that. We're not here for that.
He's thinking some of Nick's jokes.
Yeah, he says
I'm stealing my attempts at jokes.
He says Eric is the real life Bender the robot from Futurama, I believe. And then he says Joe is Hell 9000. You know what, Jamie? Fuck you.
Like that. I cannot do that, Dave.
Open the pod bay doors, Joe.
God damn it. I'm gonna go get another beer because I don't need to be part of this bullshit.
That was fun.
Hey,
all right, now.
Joe, what are you gonna pick out?
Who will read comments once you go?
You're capable, Redbeard. You're sober.
You're Hal when you get back.
Yeah. Joe's saying that you've evolved to the level. Don't let him down, Redbeard.
You gotta read comments like you've never read comments before, Redbeard.
I got it.
Oh boy, here we go.
If it happens, I'm there, baby. I'm there.
All right, we're back.
Did Joe read them all already?
They're all properly. We're up to date.
Yeah, they're up to date.
Basement Beer. Jamie says, Content Joe, hashtag fuck Buffalo. Good
No,
times.
that's cool. That's not cool. Like that's
That's kind of mean.
that's kind of mean. Like you can say fuck Joe, hashtag fuck Joe, but fuck Buffalo. I mean, you don't even know these people. It'd be like hashtag fuck Waterloo or hashtag fuck Kitchener. You know what I mean? Like that, or hashtag fuck basement beers. Like that's not cool, Jamie.
So they say
That's a valid point. Like Jamie, what the fuck, man? Come on.
He's
dude.
a very evil individual.
apparently the Australians have developed a beer you can drink in space.
You can drink a what?
A beer you can drink in space.
Oh, like there wasn't one already?
Apparently, not that I guess, but I'm thinking like how many people are actually in space to actually drink this beer?
I would.
It's not many.
Right? Who the hell is drinking them there? What?
Very limited production run going on there.
All right, dig deeper, Rod. Dig deeper. You can do it.
It's like you wasted all that time for how many people are out there right now?
Yeah.
Sadly, they probably got grant money to come up with that too.
Yeah.
Jamie has clarified the comments. Sorry, hashtag fudge buffalo, hashtag sorry buffalo. There we go. It's all okay now.
No, what makes Joe so cool at reading the comments is he actually, because we don't usually think in big sentences at once. We type in something and we hit go, and then we'll type in something. But he kind of like reads through there and he sums up like a couple of, for example, Basement Beer says I would actually like to try that, and he also said Eric, but he would like mix those together. Joe has a great
come on, Red Beard, come on.
blending. Has a great way of blending the comments and leaving out the ones that we just don't need to hear. No, you can't. It's hard to keep up with Joe. Joe is Joe.
Redbeard how to do it. Like this is where you're messing up, Redbeard.
Yeah, you're messing up.
Joe is Joe.
I've read what 3 comments down. I'm already like failing somehow. Well,
Oh no, I
much time. Thanks for all your support. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, buddy.
God damn it.
You're welcome.
You know what? I'm gonna go for a pee.
Joe's
So
got a special way to Joe. Joe is a
short
good
in
guy.
hell for a minute. I'll be back.
Now you're leaving. Now you're bending your post. What the hell, Howard? Now he's abandoning the post.
All right, God damn it! You made me realize I can't. I gotta hold it in for a minute. Fucking God damn it.
Well, going back to Eric's story of Waffle House, apparently there's only one Waffle House that's selling beer and it's in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, all right.
So I don't know if that's like something they're trying to do as a training to see if it works or what, but
You get you drunk all around the clock.
I like me some beer, but I think of Waffle House. I think of like breakfast and
I mean, what do
beer for breakfast.
Right? I mean, they serve other stuff. It's like 24/7. So I'm sure people come in there for other stuff for lunch or dinner. But I'm thinking, what can you pair at Waffle House to go with your beer?
Now, Drunken, I've been to an actual shady Waffle House in Nashville. Real shady.
Uh-huh.
You mean there is one that's not
they had beer. They had beer there.
No, they did not. No.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking. I have some family in law enforcement and stuff. I'm thinking if I was a cop, that's where I would want to. That's where I'd want to hang out a bit. You get your coffee and your donuts, and you can pick up bad guys all in one spot. In
other words, Drunken One saying one-stop shopping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 3 o'clock in the morning. You're gonna get your quota after that, baby.
I'm still looking for the Waffle House that's not shady.
Yeah, right. Exactly, right. Where
You're right, Joey. You're exactly right.
Where can I not find a half a gram of cocaine? What? What? Oh wait, no, it's 420. I said lettuce.
Extra lettuce. Extra lettuce.
Extra lettuce, right? Yeah. Extra lettuce. And your breakfast is now $37, but it comes with this 7-gram bag of lettuce.
So what beers are you looking forward to now that we got the warmer weather? Anything like to drink around this time of season?
Oberon.
But you've been drinking Oberon already, haven't you?
Well, I haven't gotten any yet.
Okay, I got
for good weather.
Oh, look at that! How about that segue?
Right?
The perfect
Let's get
segue.
there.
So, what's that beer about, Nick?
It's Trailway makes a lot of like New England style IPAs, so it's pretty hazy.
Wow. The beer looks great. The can looks like old school crappery. The can's not so impressive, but the beer looks nice.
Well, it's just a label on top of an aluminum can, like basic can.
Oh yeah.
They print their own labels like that and just put them in just basic slugs.
Okay.
How is the New England IPA from?
It looks good.
Well, the best stuff that comes out of McNew Brunswick, pretty much. Like my local area.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I find their New England style IPAs are the best, some of the best beers that they make in the Maritimes. So I'm hoping that I can bring some up to the 10th this next month, so Joe can enjoy some.
Well, I got a question for you, Nick. So on Wednesday, did you actually finish that Lonnie Coog Shandy?
Unfortunately,
you did finish it. Okay, I
did finish it.
Part of it where you switched from that to something else.
Nah, I just sort of plugged my nose and just dumped the rest down the hatch. It was like drinking dishwater. To be honest, it was just
wow, dishwater.
People here go crazy for that beer when it comes out. It's not a good beer to me.
What Leinenkugel lemon shandy?
Yeah, I'm not a shandy.
It's like foamy light lemon foam. You know,
yeah, it's like drinking joy. It's like drinking.
What do you guys think of the Sam Adams Summer Ale?
I like the summer ale.
Okay.
That's not a shandy.
Okay.
I've not had that.
You haven't had it,
I like the summer ale. I mean, Sam Adams. Like I said, you're always going to get like basis with those guys. You might not get home runs as much, but you're going to always get on base with them.
Exactly.
That's
the way to put it. Yeah. That's the way to put it. Yeah. They're not always home runs, but yeah.
I mean, Tony Gwynn did great for his career, right? Tony Gwynn had a great career getting on base all the time. You know.
Right. That's one way to put it. Yeah, that's one way to put it. That's exactly the way I feel about him.
Jamie says, Nick, don't bring clothes, just bring a suitcase full of Trailway.
Hashtag not going there.
Yeah,
that beer looks nice, man. That's looks the part right away. Yeah,
for those watching need underwear. Joe and I think Red and a lot of the Canadian guys are going to get together for a big beer festival upcoming. So there'll be taquitos for everybody.
Oh, I think I am ridiculously excited to meet in person a bunch of you fucking guys. Like I'm actually in this chat it'll be like Joe and Nick, but eventually I'd love to meet Drunken One, fucking Chad, and
we'll get there. We'll get there.
Everybody, you know.
You already met Chad.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Well, Redbeard, we're definitely going to do some duo reviews at the fest if you're there.
I didn't say Eric. I want to meet you too, Eric.
Awesome.
Oh, man,
the fest meeting the albino rhino one, right?
Yeah, the albino rhino one.
Yeah. I would sure love to attend that. And that's much more in my budget than what PA Brew News did by going to the other side, you know.
He spent a bit of money on that trip for sure.
I bet he did. That's all good. He had a great time, and I'm so jealous of him. I wish I could have made that ride.
The great thing, Drunken One.
Joe's back, so now I'm going for a peek. God damn it.
Okay, Drunken One. The greatest thing is you can bring a single $20 bill and live like a king in Canada for like a week. That's the best part about it.
I thought that was Mexico.
It's like that Eastern European scene in Euro Trip.
Yeah, Canada's close. It doesn't have quite a wall to keep all the Canadians. Right. It's close enough.
We put a wall over Mexico to Canada.
You ever see the movie Euro Trip?
Yeah.
There's a scene in it where it's like, we only have like $1.78 back left. What's that gonna buy us? And they're living like
aren't they in like the Czech Republic or something like that? It's it's fucking crazy.
Like Hungary or something.
They're like having lobster dinners and they throw like a nickel at the server and he goes nuts.
That's what happens when Joe comes to Canada.
Can you send Glass Cannon bottle reviews some kind of link? So I can't figure out this shit. That's why Joe reason, not me. Can't remember my Apple password. Blah blah. He's on a phone. I don't know exactly how to do the thing.
Did you now hold on, Drunken? Did you download the Google Hangouts app?
Yes, sir. I have that, but I don't know that he does. And he's giving me a freaking full phone number. All right, dude, take that off of there. That I mean, this is safe enough. We're in Rod's house. Rod's house. It should be all right. Shoot him at that. He gave his whole freaking phone number on there. I mean, I don't know. Red, Mr. Technology. Oh, he's gonna take a piss. All right, let me give me just a second. I don't know how to do all this crap. He's trying to get in, and best I know, he's a good guy. I can't necessarily vouch for this person exactly, but he's been in the community for a bit.
Rules here, Drunken One.
Right? We're off the cuff here. We're off the cuff. 1386. All right. Now, ditch that off the comments, sir. Copy and copy. Yeah. Ditch that off the comments. That way it's not kept for later. Rod, make that go away. You're the master blaster. I got the number. Make that go away. Take no offense that your comment has been removed, but that is indeed your phone number, sir.
Jamie probably will.
Okay, and how do I do this now? My wife is good at this whole techno bullshits, but I'm no good at this. How do you save that? Oh my Jesus. All right, anyway. I don't even know what to do with that phone number now. That's a work phone. Okay, even better. I get it. I don't know how to even send it to you that way. Rod, do you know how to send? Rod's techno guy.
Right there.
Rod, work with this, man.
In his live stream, there should be like an add person thing in the top, at the top.
I know, right?
At the top of your screen, there should be like an add person, like a button where you can add somebody by their Google Plus name.
Yeah, but I don't know if the Google Plus
sometimes it doesn't work. The other way is to hit that button, and then you can get a link you can copy.
Here we go. Next to man.
I do work in IT, so
yes, yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. You're the man. Yeah. I talk about my buddy that helps me with my computer stuff. So I call him a computer nerd, and that's not an offensive thing whatsoever. He's the guy that does what I can't do, and I do things he can't do. I'm an electrician, and he don't want to mess with his 220, and I don't know how to work a computer. So we have our own thing, and that's awesome. Yeah, although I copied that number down, I don't even know how to use it at this point.
I am far too tempted to just like randomly send like pictures of penises to that phone number like every hour on the hour.
Wow, Beard, that's on you. What would Joe say? That's on you.
He disappeared again, so I know.
Dude, come on, man.
Right.
I wouldn't actually do it. I said it'd be funny.
I don't know how to. I have to type in all that every little bit.
He just said it's a work phone, so who cares? He just said so. It's good, awesome.
I get it, but I don't even know how to. I don't know how to send it from here to there. Just send me a type. Well, I'm trying to get you into the Hangout, so you would have to type in all these wicked letters and numbers and things.
Let me see. Let me see what I can possibly do here.
Fix it, Drunken. It's me.
Yeah.
Fix it, Redbeard.
I'm a clone of you. It's okay. Yeah.
Fix it, Beard. Y'all can do this. Anyway, we've slowed down the whole chat with this.
Good time.
The whole thing.
I'm on this shit.
We're trying hard. Happy 420, fools. I'm glad I'm here.
Copy.
Like, I called the number and Mark Zuckerberg answered. Yeah, somebody pull it out of there. I can't.
I'm on it, man. I'm on it. Give me a second here. I just gotta go
Somebody take that number out of there, please. I mean, 'cause this is going to be
I have no power there. That's all on Rod. I have no power.
Rod, take that comment out. I mean, that's his personal phone number.
I'm gonna.
I think everybody's got a little piece of that already. Make that go away.
No, it's
Whoa, everybody calm down.
What's going on?
I'm gonna need everyone to settle down.
A little feedback going on there. A little feedback. Send you photos when I'm drinking. Relax, guys. Oh, hell.
Okay, just a second.
Right. Yes, please. And you too, quit it. Take his comment out too. Thank you. Fucking Jamie. I can't do it personally. I can't make that be gone. Because if Rod, you leave this, and
all right.
The
number's going. Let's go back to talking about beer.
Thank you. Yes, please. All right. So, what do y'all think of Little Something Something by Lagunitas?
Hey, beer.
Little Something Something.
I have never had that beer.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty fantastic. But Lagunitas usually does stuff right, so.
They really do. Yeah, they really do. I was very pleased with that. Yeah.
I was about to get other Waldos, but 2 in one night, I don't know.
Right. If there's ever a night, it'd be a Friday night when shit's already crazy.
But I'm trying to get the fist with the Eugene Porter night. I got the Eugene Porter.
Oh, that's good.
I haven't seen that here yet.
Yeah, this is a good porter. Are you drinking the ball? Did you drink the Boss Tweed yet, Eric? Are you on the?
Well, I've already finished that.
I've seen Big Ditch. We have Big Ditch down here.
You had big dicks.
Well, yeah, that.
What?
You're not allowed to talk.
This is Texas, baby. That's where we roll.
No, Big Ditch is out of Buffalo. This is just fresh baked. It's just basically a beer that kind of tastes like an oatmeal raisin cookie. Not bad. But it's not Big Dicks. It's not Big Dicks Brewing Company.
That sounds like a good tasting beer, though. That's just pretty cool.
But I thought fresh baked would be appropriate.
When I heard that, I thought Greg was in this chat or something.
Fresh.
No, that would be it. Then we'd be over the top for sure with Greg.
I finally got the link and everything copied over to my messaging, and it's been sent to him. Or her. Whoever this person is,
one to settle down. We're gonna need you to settle down.
I'm gonna bite you.
That seems.
Wow.
Also, it's impossible at this current stage of technology.
No, keep it in mind. Keep it in mind.
Right.
I don't want to keep it in mind.
That's a bite cam. The bite cam.
Are you still playing Far Cry 5?
Yeah.
Not right now, though.
I haven't played it in a while.
Not right this second.
I want to say I'm halfway-ish through it right now. It's a big game. It's awesome. It's again, like I said, I was saying before in I think the previous chat. The story is kind of annoying at some points, just how it kind of like drops in whenever it wants in the middle of your fun free roaming adventure. But it's the open worldness of the game is. It's beautiful. It's really, really well done.
Multiplayer, that's kind of trippy.
I want to try that. Actually, if you get the game, I'd be down.
I got the game. I've been playing it. I just haven't played it in a while. I started playing Alien Isolation lately.
Do you have it for PlayStation? I assume probably.
Oh yeah, PS4.
Yeah, I don't know if there's. I want to say I think there's cross-platform between Xbox and PC, but I don't know if about PlayStation.
Yeah, because of Microsoft.
Yeah, because I'd be down to do some co-op play with you, man. That'd be fun as hell. That'd be awesome.
You haven't played with Chris though? Chris is on computer.
Yeah, he hasn't played that in a little while though. I don't think.
Yeah, no propositioning here in the chat. That's not legal as far as I know.
So we were asking before about beers for this season. Anybody else? Any beers like Eric had mentioned, Oberon, and any beers you like?
Summer Ale, Lightning Cool, Summer Shandy.
No, Summer Shandy.
I mean, you know who has the lemon shandy as we speak? That would be one Nick and
Like,
he drank
it's
one and was like,
I
"It totally
drank it
tastes like
already.
lemon dish
Yeah,
water."
before the mayhem, he talked about how he took it down Wednesday night.
It's definitely not summer right now, so like we're still in the spring.
It's spring.
beer kind of
Well,
thing.
I mean, the breaking of the weather. So
Like
spring.
Muskoka Brewery here in Ontario is already released their newest version, their summer Vice tropical whatever beer. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that just showed up here too.
But it's pretty early, I think.
I'm just glad that we finally got some good weather.
Yeah.
Oh,
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
you know what? Like, I'll agree, 'cause
Start seeing like a lot of
today was the
a lot
first.
of wheat ale start to break out.
Today was the first day in like probably over a month that it was actually like almost 10 degrees ish here in North Bay.
Wow.
It's been cold.
Translating into for Americans, that's about.
I have no idea what 10
50.
degrees.
It's like 50. It's like 50.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Joe.
I don't really care too much about seasonal beers. I'll drink wood beer whenever the fuck I want. Don't tell me when to drink it. But
Because you're a man.
because I'm a man.
Oh man.
I don't live with my
We'll
parents.
see about that. We'll see how red your blood is.
But honestly, when the season looks, I don't care. Whatever is new and I want to try, I try. So Eric is muted and off camera. But I was going to ask Todd and Rod because both of you have drank this beer before. But Oberon, what's your opinions on Oberon?
I like Oberon's probably my favorite pale wheat ale.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Todd?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too. It's probably one of my favorite pale wheat ales as well.
I look forward to Oberon.
How many pale wheat ales have you guys had? 4? Like, of course.
No. Can I pull the numbers from Untapped? I mean, I'm like at 87
Do it.
level.
I want to know how many American pale wheat ales you have drank. It can't be double digits.
Oberon.
You tell me what I drank and haven't drank. I'll tell
I'm
you what I
telling you, Rod. I'm telling you what you drank.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Beer.
Actually, just the wheat beer in general. It's probably one of my favorites.
I've had nothing by Oberon myself.
I feel about that beer like Rod feels about KBS.
Oh, gonna hit me with that, eh?
Oh,
Yeah, I feel it's overrated.
So
It's okay for me personally, but again, everyone's different.
Filter by style. Pale wheat.
I've had 29 American pale wheat ales according to Untappd, and I don't remember more than 2 of them.
Is that why the CBS bottle is on the shelf behind you, not the KBS, Joe?
Yeah, the CB. I like. Well, yeah, but I like both.
Yeah.
I've had 43 pale wheat ale.
Oh, Jesus, that's a lot.
What's happening over here? What was that?
I told you, you don't
Eric,
know.
show it again, please. Sorry.
I don't want to know you now that you've drank so many American pale wheat ales. We're not friends anymore, Rod.
It's like, you don't know me, son. I know how much I drank.
You don't know me, son.
So how about
I've
you?
never had anything by Dogfish Head. And
My favorite pale wheat ale is a little. My favorite pale wheat ale was actually rated out a little something something. Right behind it was Oberon.
They don't come here, Drunken One.
My favorite is probably
Todd, you get Jackie O's, right?
That's a hell of a pour, man. You should be very proud of that pour.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Look at that head, baby. Look at that head.
according.
Wow.
Look at that head, Daddy. You started getting me with the how you were saying that, Eric, was very similar to how Chris Rock was talking about the wheel spinning on his cars. The spinning. I don't know if you've ever seen the Chris Rock special, but anyway, American pale wheat ales, a little something is actually considered a pale wheat ale. So I'd say little something, probably one of my favorite American pale wheat ales. Then,
Yeah.
if that's technical. If not, Gumball Head, according to Untappd, is one of my favorite. And I don't know if you ever had this, Rod. I know you're technically.
Gumball had 4 out of 5 for me.
Yeah, that's what I gave it. Hazy Days from Willoughby Brewing Company in Willoughby, Ohio. That's a mosaic dry hopped American pale wheat ale, and that's pretty fucking good too.
Well, we had Chuckleberry from Mantry. I gave that a 4.5 out of 5. That was pretty good.
Shit! So wait. So you got Oberon more than a 4.5 out of 5?
No. Oberon's a 4.5 too out of 5.
Oh, they're
The only one that's a 5 out of 5 was Little Something Something.
Yeah, a little something. That's probably my favorite American pale wheat ale. If that's technically what it's classified
Is it
as.
really?
It's a fucking great beer.
That makes me
mango
forget. I
habanero.
got a couple more out in my refrigerator, just like that.
The Mango Habanero
That was
Oberon
good.
was pretty good too.
The I never had. Do you guys ever like to have the? I think Eric might have had like the barrel age Oberon.
Yeah.
What?
The whiskey,
Yeah, they had a barrel age Oberon.
whiskey aged.
Whiskey age. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking weird. Not gonna lie,
That was an awesome. That was awesome.
I've seen the mango habanero. They didn't can that, right? That's only like draft only. The mango habanero.
Right at the brewery, yes.
They also do a tequila barrel mango habanero Operon.
I tried that one. I'm like,
sounds awesome.
I don't know if tequila and me kind of agree. So
yeah, that sounds kind of not what I want to drink.
So for the whole pale ale thing, what is something that's pretty common that I mean, I've had a few of them. I just it's a different flavor entirely because it's a wheat as opposed to the grains so much, you know. Or what's one that is produced a bunch and I get my hands on?
Bell's Override. What we're talking about. I don't know if Bell's is just distributed.
Well, little something. That's what it has.
Little something.
We get Bells down here. You know, the little something I have out in my refrigerator. I'll bring it in here in a second.
Get the Override. Get the
Override.
Override.
Sierra Nevada drunken one?
No, he wants pale wheat ale. He wants a pale wheat ale. Did you?
Sam Adams has their Hopscape. That's a pale wheat ale.
Is it? Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I've had that. So yeah, maybe I've had more than I've realized. Then yeah, I've had Hopscape. Yeah.
Magic had the Elder Betty and Steel in Time. Those are pale wheat ales.
It's you know what else is an actual technical?
Ballast Point at Sea Rose.
Never heard of that one either. Okay. Ballast Point's good beer.
Sam Adams Tropical Yuzu. That's another one that's a pale wheat ale.
Tropical Yuzu, baby.
All right.
I thought, now see, they changed this up. I thought Oarsman Ale from Bell's was more of like a Berliner Weiss. Yet on here now it says American Pale Wheat Ale. I don't know if you guys have ever had Oarsman, but it's slightly tart. Like it has a tartness to it that's not a Pale Wheat Ale.
I've never heard of it, yeah.
I'm tapped. I'm looking at you and I'm confused.
I don't know why. I never picked up the Oarsman. I don't know why. I've seen that. I just never got it.
It's all right. I mean, it's super. So you talk about super refreshing like spring and summer beers. That would definitely hit the nail on the head.
Now, the one I would get from him, though, they have a blackberry lemon Oarsman.
Oh, from Bell's?
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. You know what's an American Pale Wheat Ale, but it's right with raspberries? Is Raz Wheat from Jackie O's. It was
okay. Jackie O's, yeah. That's why I was asking Todd if he got them as well.
No, we don't get Jackie O's here. I wish we did, though, because I've never really had a bad Jackie O's beer.
No, their fucking barrel-aged stuff is dynamite.
All right, Jimmy Walker.
Wow.
All right,
that
David.
was just the best dynamite ever.
All right, we got more comments. Glass Can Bottle Review says, "Thanks, man. I'm too drunk to figure this shit out on the damn Apple phone tonight. Ha ha. Working on it. Enjoying banter anyway." So he is 3.
And Nick is doing an Olay popping caps here.
I'm trying to do that thing that Chris did. It was like where he shot it backwards.
On the left-hand milk stout review. Yeah. And then Basement Beer says, "This week I saw Hopped and Confused and Hazed and Confused. Weird. They both came out at the same time." Who is that from, Jamie? I don't. What brewery? He also says, "One of my styles in that video about 5 styles was Pale American Wheat Ale, Home Sweet Home 5 paddles," which for the non-Canadian folk, which is pretty much everyone but Nick and Redbeard, I've actually had that beer as well. That is a honey and vanilla American Pale Wheat Ale. So they actually use honey malt and vanilla beans, I believe. It's a little sweeter though. And then last but not least, Gas Can. What is Glass Can and Bottle? What is his name? So I don't have to keep on saying Glass.
I'm not sure exactly.
What is your name? So I just
exactly
makes it easier on all of it. He says Jackie O is nice, so he's a fan of Jackie. I mean, I've watched some of his reviews, but I've never caught his name. So
right.
You call him GCB, Glass Can Bottle?
Yeah, I'm gonna call him GBC if he doesn't.
There it is.
There's a Glass Can Bottle, right? There's a glass bottle. It's Glass.
Hey, Rod.
GCB.
Yes, sir.
Matt.
The name is Matt. Yeah, the name is Matt. All right.
Jackie O's go outside of Ohio or no?
When we get them in Kentucky, I don't know how much farther they go, but at least Northern Kentucky, which is still kind of part of Cincinnati.
Right.
I don't
They're
think
smaller, I mean, but they make good distribution. But Joe, you get them.
No, baby, I got them in Ohio, lots of them.
Oh, you got them.
Baby, I got them in my cellar waiting for proper reviews, baby. I have the brick kiln, the bourbon barrel aged brick kiln, the oil of Aphrodite, the bourbon barrel aged dark apparition, the land throne,
Joe's got this shit memorized.
A lot of them I'm Jackie was his
Let's
fan.
do a video of the basement.
There's no fucking video of Jamie's house.
This is your beer cellar, Joe.
That's not what he was talking about. Yeah, Rod took us for a trip down to his basement. It's like, oh my god,
And it would be just as boring as Rod's
moving
video
in.
of him opening up.
Glass can bottle reviews has a name, and it's
Matt.
And Redbeard just woke up.
I thought you had really good internet service there.
Welcome to the show.
You're about 3 minutes behind on things. Are you okay?
Wait,
He
what,
forced
really?
baby. Oh,
Redbeard's
did,
like cake tonight.
was that lag or something?
Redbeard,
from-
are you
I don't know.
enjoying 420 that is no longer 420?
It was 420 day, and he has the rose-colored glasses on. So.
I don't understand what happened just now.
You're about 3 minutes behind everybody
Yeah,
else for the second
exactly.
time.
Exactly, but I'm not now. I'm all caught up now, so that's what doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand.
I probably have the slowest internet service here. You know, you're like still 3 minutes behind me. Wait a second.
Well,
You
no,
know
like
what I'm saying?
I'm right caught up right now. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what
All
happened.
right,
just now.
you're back. You're back.
Um,
Got love.
yeah. So GCB's real name is Matt, so it's Matt now, and I don't have to call him GCB.
All right,
Glass
welcome,
Can.
Matt.
It's Matt.
It's
But it's not
Matt.
Matt. It's Matt.
I think GCP was screwing you up there a little bit, though. You're having trouble with
Baby,
that.
I wanted to say GBC instead of GCB, and baby, I'm all,
It might be the list.
It sounded more like PCP to me.
baby, that little Dustin baby, what did that even mean? Pink Fuzz Beyond the Pale was my pick in the top 5 vid, says Jamie, which is another one that Nick and I have both had from Beyond the Pale. They're up in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
Oh, which one was that?
Beyond the Pale, Pink Fuzz.
Oh, Pink Fuzz.
Joe.
Yeah, I remember that being pretty good.
Hey, Joe. You like
It's like
Ammon?
a actual grapefruit juice IPA, wasn't it?
You like Ammon?
I do like Ammon. I wanted to say it so bad in that video, but in my thought process, I was like, all right, Rod's going to know it, Todd's going to know it, Eric's going to know it, maybe like Earth. No one else is going to get the reference. They're going to think I'm actually saying almond as incorrectly as it's supposed to be almond. So I don't want to do it because I just be like, hey, fuckface, it's almond, you idiot. Like, I didn't want to do that.
You never heard the end of
But
that.
I was contemplating just saying it like on purpose just to see what people would say, but I did not. And that's a missed opportunity. That's on me.
I like
That's
Ammon.
on you.
That is on me. Matt says, haha, you late, Red. I love Red. Didn't say beard.
Thanks a bunch.
He says, whatever, boy. He goes, thanks, boys, whatever. PCP, GCBR, doesn't matter.
PBR.
Not PBR. He takes issue with the PBR. No, he probably likes PBR too.
Everybody probably takes issue with PBR, you know.
Actually,
That's good. That's not a bad beer.
it's all right.
So wait a minute.
I like
so,
PBR.
Oh, God.
I don't get the
Nick-
hipster thing of it. I get it, but I don't.
Nick, you bought a whole 12-pack to do your review for next week?
Well,
That's on
I
him.
had to because I only get it in 12 packs.
And that's on him. That's on him. How much did you pay for that 12-pack? Listen to this ridiculously dumb price.
Okay. Gotta keep in mind that beer's more expensive up in Canada.
Nope. What is the price?
12-pack was $22.
Yeah, fuck off with that.
What?
Yeah,
What the
fuck off.
fuck?
Now listen, that translates into about
Yeah,
$18 American, but still way too much.
It's probably like $17, $18 American.
Wow.
But
Holy
yeah, it's
shit.
way more expensive than you guys pay, I'm assuming.
Mm.
You should have just took that $22 and lit it right on fire. Like
What
What do you guys in the States pay on average for that guy?
That's definitely not a Rajay deal.
Definitely not $22.
listen, if you pay $1 a can or a
deals in
bottle,
Canada are fucking impossible.
About
Yeah,
$14 at most, Redbeard.
I mean, we can get
Oh,
Hard
yeah.
American, you're probably paying around what, $8 or $9 or something.
yeah, probably like 10 at most. Like it's not even a bucket because I mean Sam Adams stuff when the 12-packs come out, they're like $14 for a 12-pack. So
Yeah.
PBR is not even that expensive. And
I mean, we can get 15. We get a 15-pack of Founders All Day IPA for like $14 or $15.
yeah, it's a bucket can. That's how the Solid Gold was. The Founder's Solid Gold was like very similar.
Rod would walk out and they'd owe him money. Well,
Fuck,
thank you,
I
Mr.
saw-
Rod, and they give him a couple dollars to send him on his way. you know?
I saw 21st. I was at my local Wegmans grocery store and I saw 21st Amendment watermelon wheat. It was like $17 for a 15-pack. You're paying
How much?
Wow.
for a 15-pack of watermelon. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm
$15 for
saying
our 15 pack is cheaper than any budget beer we have here.
I'm saying you guys get
How much
fucked.
is a
It's
12
dumb.
pack of
You guys get
PBR?
fucking hosed,
I know
man.
we were, and just like we were arguing earlier with that Supreme Court of Canada decision, we get fucked even harder.
No, you do.
How much was
That's
that Honeycomb Sandy you had to buy?
fucking whatever he paid was way too much.
Fucking
Oh, God.
$8.99.
How much was that? Let me look it up.
How
I
much?
think it was like $30.99 for that shandy.
For
Wait,
one?
for a single fucking can?
500 ml can, yeah.
Oh my Christ, man!
It might have been less
Guess
than
what?
that.
Your insurance is free, so it works out.
It doesn't fucking work
Yo,
out.
get fucked on the beer. We break your leg, everything's good.
Like, no word of a lie. Here's the prices right here. Leinenkugel's lemon shandy, $3.99.
$26 for a 12 pack.
$26 for a 12 pack.
Shit.
You're better off drinking wine, man. You get some wine, you're better off drinking wine.
Yeah, really.
You
And
get
you
some
wonder
13%.
why the whole case with the Supreme Court started with some guy that went to Quebec to get beer that's like almost half the prices it is here. You wonder why he does it. The guy lives near the border. You might as fucking well. But no, they have to have the cops involved, saying like stopping people for buying too much beer coming across the border and seizing it.
Nick and Redbeard, I'm going to have to say on behalf of the panel, we're sorry, guys. We're sorry, man.
Sucks to be you.
I mean, enjoy your free health care. Like, if you fucking break your leg right now, you're not paying much. Nothing. But, I mean, you got to go pay $4 for a fucking lemon shandy from Leinenkugel's. That's not only embarrassing, but also terrible.
Bad example because
Save your $4
having to drink
up and drink it.
you're making your comparison basing on actually having to drink Leinenkugel's shandy, and I don't think any mortal should actually have to do that.
No,
I'd say the average price for a 473 sort of like an average can size here in Ontario that I've seen is in like the $3 to $3.50 range. So
for like when you say average, you're saying average craft beer?
It goes from
craft beer.
It goes from like $3.50 to $6 here for
like a can of Bud. A can of Bud.
A can of Bud's like $3.50 or less.
That could be like not even $2.
This is
it could be like $1.90 or something like that for a can of Bud.
This is how it always is. Eric, what did you pay tonight for the Old Nation 4-packs that you bought?
Which one?
What was the most expensive of the three?
The Boss Tweed.
And how much was it?
$17.99 for a 4-pack.
So it's $18 for a 4-pack. That's $4.50 a can. In Canada, it'd be about $5.75-ish.
That was the high ABV one, wasn't it? That was like
but even so, I think the other one is
3 Redbeard.
Yeah, but ABV doesn't matter as much in the States. I can get 12% ABV cans and be like $2.
Yeah.
Really?
Listen,
I am camping out at Rod's house for sure.
The comparison I'm supposed to make, or I'm trying to make, is like the M43 is probably $16 a 4-pack, somewhere in that range, I'd imagine.
I paid $13.99 for that.
Okay, so 14. So whatever, it's $3.50 a can, right? If you're to buy individually, it'd probably be $4 a can because they upcharge, right? Very comparable to what you pay in Canada. It's the macro which you guys get fucked in, and that's how it always is. Your macro stuff is fucking insane. The micro, the craft beer stuff is very appropriately priced compared to the States. You guys don't get fucked. You don't get a much better deal. If anything, you guys do get a slightly better deal on a lot of the macro stuff because it's expensive now. Craft beer is very expensive when you're buying some of these specialty beers. It's expensive. It's not uncommon to pay $4 or $5 for a single 473 American.
The beer that will not be mentioned on this channel ever review it's $4.95 a can. So
the IPA number 5, which I'll mention again. Sorry, Rob.
Oh, you bastard!
I'm a part of this chat. I'm
It's on you, baby.
Here. You know what? You'll give you guys an aneurysm. Check this out. This is how much we pay for Coors Light.
Fucking gross. Get it off the screen, Nick.
20
Get it off
I want to see this.
15 pack of Coors Light of 15 cans of Coors Light, $27.49.
What the fuck? A 24 pack is fucking $40.
I fucking know. $3.58 for a single can of 473 milliliter. I think that's like 16 ounce. No, that's
but it's vented. It's vented.
It's vented. Oh.
No, but seriously,
that ain't right, dude. That ain't right.
That 24 pack. That 24 pack. That's $36 Canadian. Would be like $15 to $16 here. That's like what it would be.
And look, they sell sell Coors Banquet at a premium.
Yeah, but it's they're getting fucked over, Joe.
No, big time. They are. On macros, they get fucked.
Wow.
That's why
I never knew
That's the perfect example right there. How much we're getting.
So yeah. If I was Canadian, I mean, not that I just love macros anyway, but if I was Canadian, I'd sure be craft beer guy for surely.
And that's the point I always make. I'd be a craft beer guy too. But if I was a macro drinker and I was close to the border, I would always come back with cases from America because even with the conversion rate, if you bought a 24 pack of Coors that's $16-17, it still only converts to about $20, which is $15-16 cheaper a case if you cross the border. Even if you pay duty, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Even if you want to buy it properly and not try to sneak it.
Go to a duty-free shop and you probably get it way cheaper.
Way cheaper.
Wow, that's insane, man. That's insane.
Good thing Nick is sensible and doesn't drink macro on the regular. Even though tonight he's drinking PBR and then he's drinking Leinenkugels.
Hey, Joe.
No, I'm drinking a Boxing Rock Vickers Cross right now.
Cheers, Nick. That's good. That's a good choice.
Joe, right here.
Better choice. Keystone
That's
Light.
messed up, too.
I want to cheers Eric, but he's showing me Keystone Light, and I don't know if that's possible.
No. That kind of stuff. What was the last thing we talked about? It was the Pabst Blue Ribbon. Down here, 12-pack is $8.99.
Oh God!
I just Googled it.
It's like half the price as it is here.
Drunken?
Yeah.
12-pack.
You show Coors Light, and I just Googled it up. It's $10.49. I don't know if you can see what I'm trying to use.
A 12-pack, yeah.
Yeah, 12-pack. So you get the idea. But that's the rate around here. That's insane that you're spending $40 damn near for
Nick. We need to start some kind of a movement and use like all the footage from this fucking chat as like as reference, like
as evidence. Yeah, right.
This is fucking horrible, man.
That's insane, man.
I can't believe you guys are paying 35 fucking Canadian dollars for a 24 pack. That's insane.
I mean, it all boils down to the amount of tax they charge on top of it.
Yeah, the taxes are fucking stupid on
that.
I mean, the whole premise around the Supreme Court decision was they'll maintain that provinces are allowed to determine how much liquor.
No, is it like the bootlegging and fucking the homebrewing?
They call it bootlegging, but it's complete horseshit.
Like the Supreme Court
it was all to protect the status quo.
The Supreme Court in Canada is so out of touch.
Person at a time talk.
It's fucked.
Oh, it's definitely out of touch. It was all to protect the status quo. It was all to protect all the like when Canada got rid of post-prohibition rules, or when Canada got rid of prohibition, they gave it up to the provinces to decide how liquor was going to be controlled, rather than I suppose they did it in the states too, where they gave the state level. A lot of them decided at the state level, but in Canada they ended up having each province had their own liquor commission that decided everything, and most of them just opened up their own stores. Like that's why we have
there's lots of
liquor, or
right?
That's why we have NB Liquor or NSLC or SAC in Quebec, or SAC, and LCBO in Ontario is for each province has its own liquor store, and each liquor like what liquor is sold in that province is decided by the province. It's fucked.
No, Nick.
You said they did that to, excuse me, Joe. You said they did that to kind of deter people from drinking. But okay, now they didn't deter anybody.
It's a total cash cow for the provinces right now.
Yes, sir. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the point. You said it. You said it before I even said it. Right. Yeah. It's people are going to drink no matter what the cost. They're just going to spend more for it. And I'm sure it's the country or whatever the province that gets all these extra big dollars like that. Where I don't understand how it all goes. I'm thinking your country is making a lot of money off of here they call it a sin tax. That it's some things are taxed more than others, depending on what it is. We have luxury taxes for
like cigarettes and alcohol
and cigarettes and yeah. So that's where they're making their oodles of money, and that's probably why you have the free.
I mean, prices for cigarettes down here are also ridiculous, but at the same time, I don't smoke, so I'm not really worried about that.
Yeah, that's not your business, but I get it. That's insane. That's way out of line. That's just way out of line.
Even if you do smoke, like I don't smoke myself, but I know people that do. You just go to the native reserve. That's like right here, like 5 minutes.
Yeah, they're allowed to sell to have and sell tobacco. And
I just
but
that's my new favorite alcohol, boys. That's my new favorite alcohol.
There's actually recently
No.
was the Canadian version of 60 Minutes, W5 on CTV. They ended up having an expose on
nobody knows about that.
cigarettes from the native.
That's super
Yeah, I know W5. Nobody knows what W5
super
is.
Canadian. I would also like to play the smallest violin that I possibly could for you right now. But two things. Number one, you get free healthcare, and number two, Donald Trump isn't your president. You guys win. We're done. It's over.
Win-win.
That is definitely true.
Good point.
We don't have Cheeto Mussolini for our president. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Cheeto.
It's a little bit strong.
Mussolini?
He did say Cheeto Mussolini. He totally said that. He's not wrong. He's not wrong, but he totally just said that.
No,
Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes.
Raccoon eyes. No, we got a prime minister with nice hair.
It seems as though Matt is trying to get in. He says, on Hangouts, what to do now? He said, group ? Sorry to interrupt. Good convo. Haha, damn, I think for the Donald Trump quote. He's on Hangouts. What to do now? If he was invited, you should have an invite link where you can click it. If you were not invited,
okay, so obviously he's down. Again, I'm not really versed with this, but
I sent him a link to his the text, the phone number he put up there. I texted the Hangout link to him.
Yes, sir.
I don't know.
Okay, I guess maybe he had downloaded the Hangouts app. I don't know anything about Apple, and I'm not real versed with any of this, to be very honest with it. Old Matt's trying to get it in. And I wish him the best of luck. And the thing is, once you get it,
what just happened with Nick just now?
oh God,
he just walked out. I kind of messed that myself. Everybody else caught it, and I guess I did not.
Said I wish him the best of luck. It's like
I wish him
situation.
Here's a silly
I wish
question.
him the best of luck.
Here's a silly question. Did anybody click the dots next to his name to send it to his about page on his channel?
Last time I tried that, I forgot who. I think it was with Earth, and it did not work.
I did like a long time ago, and I don't know. I don't know how phones work.
I got to do it, baby.
Sir, what's that?
Maybe I got to do it. I don't know.
Yeah, and sometimes that's kind of quirky if you're trying to invite somebody. I don't understand how it all goes. If you're not like following them or befriending them on Google Hangouts, that's why I'm only on YouTube and not on a bunch of other crap, because I don't understand how it all works.
But if he goes into his dashboard, it looks like their messages. He should see a message.
Yeah. Creator Studio and all that comments and in there, it should be in there. Yeah, I understand that part.
Nice. Jamie just tried faxing it to him, apparently. That's
he said, check your fax, bro.
Check your fax, right? I hear my printer going over there. Click, 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 right? Remember when they used to have the little the holes in the side of the page and it would roll up through there, you know? I bet your local you don't know about. I bet your local where you get your license and shit, your DMV or whatever you call it there. They probably still have those same old printers, you know. We can peel the little edges off of there.
Jamie said he also said
white paper.
He also said
for what they need, it still like works perfectly. It's those little fucking holes that actually hold it in place and like go through. It keeps everything perfectly aligned for lines they want to print on.
It was like he said, MySpace, I got it now.
Yeah, he said they sent it to him via BBM and MySpace.
I don't do all that. Okay, so I guess he's figured it out.
It's funny.
MySpace.
I don't mind. I don't know how all that shit works. I YouTube. Period. That's it. No MySpace. No tweets. No pinches, no twerks, no. What are we talking about?
You say twerk?
Not very well. I did some of my video. And the caption I put in there is it was convulsions. No, what I put in there, it was something stupid.
Silly question, but are you on Facebook at all, Matt? I don't think anyone asked that, and that would probably be the easiest way to send you the link without.
Maybe, I don't know how that works. He said, "Oh, MySpace, I got it now." So maybe he's
MySpace.
Maybe
he's joking. He's joking because no one has MySpace.
I didn't. Okay,
it's not 2007 anymore, drunken one. I don't think.
Okay, yeah. It's just how stupid I am. Yeah. Pay me stupid. I didn't. Okay,
you put it in
right now. All right, I didn't.
Unless Jamie actually
put it in an AOL chat room.
Yeah. There you go. No, I know that's old school. You say AOL.
If you want me to send it via ICQ, I can probably make it happen.
Wow, that's back in the day. Rod understands that, but I don't get that shit. Rod's that guy. I have it right.
Group name on.
I thought I was being helpful there for a second.
You said he got kicked off of Facebook. What are you doing on Facebook that would get you kicked off, Matt? It's like, what's Hangouts group name and joining?
You got mail, like mail.
Oh, yeah. Hit me up at drunkenone@twerks.com. You got mail with that spell ALE.
Mail, like I'm a guy, right? Oh, shit. All right. I don't know shit about that. I got too much going on with YouTube.
We have confirmed that the struggle is real.
The struggle is real, thanks.
Well, probably might get her 10 or 15 minutes anyway, because I have to get up tomorrow at some point.
We're gonna just
what? It's Friday night. It's 420, baby. I mean, it's 420, baby. It's Friday night.
Friday night, Daddy. Everyone, open up your mouth, face.
Get everybody amped up again. Come on now. Okay, I'm gonna go pee on the toilet seat, and I'm gonna bring back that little something. I'm gonna pour it in a glass. Yeah, boys, want to watch what? I got a little something. I see that. I think I have a couple of them left. There's still some in there. Those are good beers, guys. Anyway, I'll be back.
All right, Drunk One. When you come back.
Hey, Joe.
Drunk One, hang on. I want you to make sure that when you come back, you realize that it's 4:21 and the only place that matters, and that's the Eastern time zone.
No, sir.
He's actually in Central. He's hour behind.
That's why I said in the Eastern time zone, the only time zone that matters. That's why I'm specifying.
Real world is right here, baby. Real world is right here. It's 11:46, and it's still 4:20. It's still 4:20.
14 minutes.
Y'all grab your lettuce and your water bong. Y'all grab your lettuce and your water bong, and we're gonna.
Make sure Redbeard has his bong ready to go.
He's probably got a bowl packed as we speak.
Yep. I can look into his eyes even though I can't.
Yeah. Right. I'll be back.
All right. Yep. We don't have any more comments. We have 6 people watching. Condolences to those 6 people.
Friday night. What else are you going to do right now?
How about a beer check? What's everybody drinking right now?
I just finished
with the ad check.
I finished the fresh baked oatmeal raisin cookies. I'm done with that, but that's what I had.
I just cracked open a can of Octopus Wants to Fight by Great Lakes Brewing.
Looks like a Friday night for him too.
Very nice.
I'm done drinking tonight.
You're done.
I cracked the Keystone for you.
Baby, Eric has hit the euphoria level, baby. He is good to go.
You've been drinking Keystone. It hasn't even started, you know?
Baby, Keystone with Buffaloes. Is that the vanilla bean one? You motherfucking fucker. Fuck.
The barrel aged vanilla bean.
Now, Todd, baby,
with cinnamon.
Yeah, baby, that sounds pretty tasty.
Barrel aged vanilla.
Joe,
What?
you're not allowed to fucking say shit like that because you're able to get so many awesome beers all the time where you are, man.
That's true. That's true. And I don't have to pay $75 for a
Yeah,
12-pack of
there
Coors
you
Light
go.
either.
There you go.
Oh,
So
God.
you
Fuck
just
off.
shut your goddamn mouth. There you go.
You guys are Canadians. Shut your whore mouths.
Let's shut your whore mouth, eh?
Mouths or mouths?
How is that though, Todd? How is it?
Pretty good. It's actually let's see, from 2015, but it's a lot more cinnamon than I remember it being.
Jesus.
I don't know if it's because it's aged and the cinnamon's coming out more, but it's actually pretty good though. Still really good.
Did you age that yourself? Did you buy a 4-pack of it or something?
Actually, the company I used to work for, their corporate office was based out of Iowa, and one of the girls in her office, she'd always go back home, and she brought me, she brought me a 4-pack of it one time.
Nice.
And I actually just kept one just to see how it would go, because I don't think the ABV on it's very high for being a barrel aged.
No,
beer.
it might be like 7 something maybe.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's that high.
Let's see.
Let us see. There it is. Lagunitas, little something. Little something. Blam, brand fresh.
I had that or not. I don't think I have.
What? Oh, get some of that in your
I know
belly.
I know I've had a number of Lagunitas beers, but I don't think I've had that one.
5.8%.
That's good.
This is 5.8.
Jesus.
I don't know. Overall, I like Lagunitas though.
Lagunitas makes fucking. They are the best price point in America.
They're probably the best value you can get on beer.
Yep.
For a solid.
I mean,
they're-
out of my can.
What have you had from Lagunitas though, Nick? Like honestly, I don't
geez.
know.
I'd have to
Oh,
go
geez.
back. I'd have to go back to my archives on my review channel to see if what I've had from Lagunitas. It's been a long time since I've actually had a Lagunitas beer. I know I've had the IPA and the Maximus IPA and
Maximus, yeah.
Are you not entertained?
According, yeah,
Are you not
all
entertained?
right, so here we go. According to Nick's the search on Nick's channel, he has had the Lagunitas IPA, the Daytime IPA, the Maximus IPA, the Hot Stupid Ale, the Wilco Tango Foxtrot, and their Bavarian style Doppelweizen, and that's it. That's still
IPA,
more than I thought.
Hop Stupid, Maximus, Daytime Fractional.
I literally just said all that, but it's okay. Continue.
You've got my channel bookmarked, and I thank you for that.
I literally just went to my subs and typed in Lagunitas on your page, and it showed up, and then I read them.
Yeah.
It wasn't hard. Didn't take me too much time.
I'm just explaining why you got to it first.
Well, you have like a half dozen of them. That's pretty good. I didn't think you had that many. But they make plenty good beers.
Yeah, the only place where I can actually get them sometimes is either in Calais, Maine, or in Nova Scotia, or when Heist Almighty brings something back.
I haven't
done any reviews with him in a while.
I've had a couple of their beers, I think, myself. Not many at all. My cousin Matt, who lives in Nevada, traveled to BC on vacation and brought some beers with him, then sent them to me from BC, so he wasn't breaking any laws that weren't being enforced, like stupid bullshit now. But anyway, it was a stout imperial stout from them I had. It was really good. And I think I've had like their IPA and maybe a couple other ones, but nothing really cool or exclusive at all.
According to Untappd, I've only had 13, but I've had way more than that because Lagunitas is one of the few craft breweries when I got into craft beer the first 2 or 3 years that I tried pretty much everything because their price point was so nice. That's the one thing that they really bring to the table. Comments. What do we got going on here? We got Matt says, I'll be on to explain. And then he says, I don't want a male unless he's twerking. Equal Opportunity Gun said he just opened a Brooks Brewing Goblin King Imperial IPA. How is it? I'd be curious to know. Jamie says, Drunken One says, quote, grab your lettuce. Right when there's a huge E. coli warning on all romaine lettuce, hashtag unsubbed.
I know, right? True that.
Matt says, Drunken One, I typed in your info, no mas. Send me invite, buddy. Don't make me put all my emails on blast.
I sent to the about page as best I know how. You got a YouTube studio or YouTube creator comments, whatever you know where to find those or whatever. It might show up in your in your spam thing because I sent a link. So check all your little folders there, and that's the best I know how to do, man. I'm trying to help out, man. I'm trying to get you here. You're trying really hard, you know.
I gotta say, this is some of the most hardcore effort put forth to get somebody into one of these.
I know, right?
And there was a very similar effort made by it was us on a chat one time trying to get Earth in a chat.
I think I was there for that one.
And I fucking made it happen. I don't remember how, but I pulled it off.
You sure did, Joe. Yeah.
Of course it was Joe, because nobody has any actual recollection of what happened.
Yeah, I was the most sober person.
I'm gonna bring this up, and it was because of me. I take credit.
I went to Google and added him, and then like 10 minutes later, it showed up for some reason because it didn't initially, and then I sent him the message, and I don't know, it was like 20 minutes later he showed up. I was like, can't believe this fucking worked. It's like magic.
Exactly.
I think Google tries to not allow you to find friends.
But the thing is, once you get in once, then it's all kind of set as cookies somewhere in your system to where you can find your way back. You know, it seems like it's just the first time that's a pain in the ass. As for the Lagunitas, yes, this is a little something. I have had the Maximus, and y'all mentioned one other that I've had also, but then you mentioned 3 more that I haven't had. So anyway, this is a good one. It's a good one. They don't show an ABV on here. It says limited release, as did the y'all have seen this one here, maybe or not. The undercover thing.
Yeah.
What does that?
Okay.
Rob drank that, I think, like last month. He had some.
And the 420 is cheers, people. Yeah, woo.
There you go. All right.
Red beer. The devil's lettuce.
According to
that was funny, Nick. That was funny.
Yeah.
That was really good, Nick.
You say that, but have you ever smoked? Have you? Have you ever done that or not?
Hey,
or
do not incriminate yourself on video.
Do not. Especially
I'm not saying you've done it now. I'm just saying.
It's almost legal in Canada anyway.
It is almost.
You said
it's pretty much like there are so many worse crimes in the world to.
Oh, there is indeed.
Yeah, really know.
Five.
I got no issue with anybody doing it.
Yeah. Hey, how about that?
I will say I may or may not have ever done it myself before, and there may actually
so many, but my
be a
favorite
review that I haven't posted yet because I'm waiting for it to be legalized first.
Oh, really?
Copy that. All right,
there's actually a review recording where I'm baking.
I actually want to see that review now, man. I'm so
You have to
curious.
post content anymore, so you won't.
Don's place when.
Oh yeah, are you worried you'll get demonetized because YouTube is so like?
No.
He was never monetized.
I was curious whether it was hypocritical or
No, I got nothing against weed.
Equal Opportunity says the beer he's drinking from Brooks is awesome, and I'm normally not an IPA guy. Great citrus, fruity flavor with a lot of hops, but juicy finish, not dry. And then he also says, laughing his ass off, I plead the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. Fifth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What is that? 5.
1, 2, 3.
That whole.
Come on, baby, say your love.
Remember Dave Chappelle?
7 times.
You're doing Gloria Stefan right now.
Thank you, Eric.
You know Eric's feeling good when he starts singing. That was fantastic.
Thank you. No, that was
Can you
great.
believe the Chappelle show's like basically at this point 15, 16 years old? That's fucking insane to me. Seems like it just happened.
Anybody know how long we've been on it all?
It says 2 hours ago, but yours should be more defined than what I see.
It's been over 2 hours. I want to say it's been
Let me refresh.
2.5 hours, maybe 2 and 2:20 or so.
Oh wow, we started to wrap it down.
Oh, I'm sure it's been way over 2 hours.
Well, we got off of Peter's. I want to say it was like 10:15 to 10:30, and then we hopped on. So.
Yeah.
It's like 2 a.m.
It still says 2 hours. Okay, yeah, to me. Anyway.
So I guess I'll get ready to shut it down, but
Yeah.
Our apologies to Matt, who the struggle was real, too real.
but
Maybe next
before
time,
before I do, I'm trying to find something right now, and I don't know where I can find it or not.
Are you leaving the chat? Are you leaving the chat open? He made it! He fucking made it!
Got him.
He fucking made it!
Oh my god!
You're on.
Simmer down.
All right. Well, I'm gonna open up one more beer.
He's a one more beer.
Hey, he made it? Holy shit, he made it! Oh my god!
All right, buddy. Hey, Matt.
Look down, tell him it's Big Dust.
Okay.
The American Dream.
Okay.
Tell him to meet you Friday night, Starcade.
Meet you at the Starcade.
Yeah, Starcade, Friday night.
I don't know what
Yes.
Is this Baby Doll? Baby Doll, I know that was you Jezebel!
What is happening?
I don't know what's happening. Yes, sir. This is Big Dust calling on behalf of Crocker Promotions. You don't understand what you're saying, but sorry, I got a little bit of a lift. What about Chris Benoit? Yeah, sorry. No, I don't really know what you're talking about. Is this JJ Dillon? No.
Is it Chris Benoit?
JJ, you and I go way back, yeah. Well, JJ, you got the wrong person. Don't mess with the American Dream, JJ. My eyes are open. Well, you got the wrong guy. You and I, JJ, let us back.
What is this, the Jerky Boys?
Oh, hold on.
Chickadee's China, Chinese chicken.
I just I've never seen that happen. Like the was playing in the background, but we were all still like popping up in the chat. Kind of.
Yo,
that was weird. Hey man, what's going on? Welcome.
Yo, Redbeard, this is Big Dust.
Big Ducky Road, baby.
Redbeard, this is Big Dust. He got a copy.
Oh, a copy.
Redbeard, I'm looking for some horsemen.
I'm looking for the four.
All right.
You're setting it up, baby.
Dear God. Ow.
It's dark.
Right, headphones. Ouch.
Oh.
Are you still signing off, Rod, or because Matt made it? Is it?
I know Matt made it now, right?
Overtime?
So welcome.
It'll come in.
10 minutes in the
Yo, Matt, this is Big Dust, baby.
Introduce yourself, Matt.
Come on, Matt. Say something.
Hello.
All right, Matt, you're on, baby. Speak to us, baby.
Matt, come back to me, baby. If this is Big Dust.
Baby, come back.
Earth to Matt.
Hello. Over.
I think Matt's mic's not on or something.
Yo, is
Hello,
your mic on,
the
Matt?
wife's asleep, so I gotta be quiet, man.
Oh, he's got the
Okay, all right.
Man.
We don't want to. We don't want to anger the significant other. That would be a mistake.
420 full effect.
So I need to go to the soundboard and turn Matt up.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Well, welcome, Matt. Oh. Yeah, that's a little bit of Dusty Rose. He's kind of like the house mascot now.
Thank you.
Dusty Road, baby.
Oh, yeah, he's better now. Yeah,
American Dream. I tell you about hard times.
The hard times.
I made it. I'm on. I'm excited.
Welcome aboard, sir.
So, are you down in Charlotte, Matt, or are you North Carolina? Matt?
Grants.
Who's in Chris?
Thank you.
Matt.
Yes.
Matt, where you from, man? Where you from?
No, I know the
Matt.
704. 704
Yo,
is
buddy, tell us where you're from, buddy.
704 is North Kakalaka, so I knew the number.
Matt.
Here, boy.
Oh, he said yes.
They're setting it up, baby.
We can't end the show anyway because Eric has to still do his PSA. Eric's a
God, you want me to do that right now?
So Matt, where you from, man? Where you from? What part of the world do you live in?
Hello?
He lives in random camera movement. Man.
What?
I think so. Copy. All right.
I don't think his headphones are
Oh,
working.
and he's
And he's gone.
And he's gone.
Yeah. So we'll have Eric do the PSA because I think people are getting to that blitz level.
Yeah. PSA it up, brother.
I think we're done.
All right, guys. I'm going to try to do this somewhat.
The best thing is you're sitting at home, so this is all good.
Now, I will say this, Eric. If you just want to paraphrase,
No,
that's okay.
No, the whole thing.
We want the whole spill. We want the whole spill.
Eric is the king of the fucking PSA, buddy.
You're asking a lot in his current situation. That's all I'm saying.
No,
I
believe in you.
a couple weeks ago.
It would probably be harder for him to paraphrase than not. All right, go with it, Eric.
Just talk from the heart. Talk from the heart.
At the stage.
Well, first off, do you guys like my PSA number 1?
I have to do it every time, brother.
Damn right, man.
All right, guys.
It doesn't matter whether we like it or not. It's necessary.
It is indeed. We all need to hear it.
No, but it's
All right,
too
guys.
awesome.
All right, guys, if you had too much to drink, please get a designated driver because all of us right here, we've been drinking. We probably could use an Uber, a taxi, a Lyft, somebody to come get us because we've been drinking. So, guys, if you had too much to drink, just get somebody to come get you and get your car the next day, all right? Sleep out for buzz, all right?
I think most of us are already home.
Sobriety test? No.
No, he paraphrased. That's the best you can do. Leave it.
You told me to paraphrase, guys.
Leave it alone.
Tell me to paraphrase, baby.
I always enjoy this.
Paraphrasing like the whole half. There was half of it that just wasn't
I always
playable.
enjoy the stupid sobriety test.
I love it, man.
I know there's stupid sobriety tests. Well,
I've had too many M43s, all right?
43 bombs for sure.
That's no fair.
Well, I'm sure that everything will wind up being hunky-dory.
Oh, hunky-dory.
Nick stepping in with the lines.
Nick, where's Peter when we need him?
what?
Yeah, well,
actually becoming a prop guy. He's like a carrot top now.
Yo, shit show is in full effect because Paul is in the comments. We're done.
I know.
Don't get too out of hand.
Totally
Don't get too out of hand because if you then maybe
Don't do it.
Oh, come on, goddammit.
And because it seems appropriate, Paul says, "Sorry for getting here late. If you got to say the PSA sober, you'll get railroaded in a prison shower."
Hey, Paul.
Right.
Only you, baby. Only you, buddy.
I'm going to watch Paul's videos tomorrow because I haven't seen the painting videos yet. So
The metal Bob Ross.
I do want to sit down and watch them.
They're awesome. Yeah. You got to get some. They're very relaxing. Grab you a beer and watch that stuff. I'm telling you, they're all right. They're all right. And he's quick about it.
I don't know if I watched this.
Bringing the railroad comment.
Yeah. I don't know if I've watched this video on his painting yet, but I know that Paul's paintings are amazing. He does an amazing
They're very
job.
good.
Yeah, very good. No idea what the hell he's doing, but he makes it all seem so easy. And, yeah, you can do this too.
Paul's paintings are fantastic, way better than his beer reviews.
So when I hear the numbers either, yeah.
Definitely. There's probably more money on BeerTube with them too.
There's no numbers involved.
More money on YouTube with them.
Look at Joe like straight into the camera when he said that shit.
And
They
Paul,
wouldn't have shown his game.
Bob Ross likes to paint happy little trees. Paul, not so much. So keep that in mind.
They're happy accidents, okay?
From the Bob Ross.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah, I'm sorry, Rod, I run you over. That's what somebody said in the comments, right? They're happy accidents, but he fixes them, and they look great at the end of the day. They look great. I'm so sorry. Rod, it's your turn because it's your channel, by golly. Thanks for having me. Get kicked out of here.
Drunken one PSA. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Let me just be real quiet.
Todd, wait, hold on. Todd, your reaction says it all. Todd.
But I think we're going to wrap it down. Joe, anybody you want to shout out from the comments or anything? For the people that...
No, I'm good. We'll shout out Kim Fife, who everyone told me is a man, which I knew. I apparently said she out of habit of the name Kim, but I didn't know that was a guy. Junior's Brew View, GSHLTV. Paul, obviously, who just showed up. Equal Opportunity Guns, who was drinking a beer from Michigan. I was into it and also got the Chappelle references. And then Jamie from Basement Beers. And I think everyone else is actually in the chat now. So
I just got to randomly say, Rod, thank you much for having me tonight on this fun stream. It's been a great time. And cheers to all you guys. Yeah.
Cheers. And exactly. Second.
I hope I was reasonably well behaved enough.
Redbeard.
Red, shut up and let me talk, Redbeard.
I was going to say off.
This is a no Canadian zone right now.
Love you, Redbeard. I was going to say, Rod, thanks for having me on. Rod, thanks for having me on for once.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you. I appreciate being on yours. So
no problem at all, man. Anytime.
Thanks to everybody on the panel. You can check out Drunken One on his YouTube channel. You can check out Eric Alliance Fan on his YouTube channel. Welcome for the first time, although very silent, Glass Bottle Can Reviews. Check him out. He always
can bottle.
Why didn't you say anything? Come on!
Can bottles. And then we also have Nick, aka Maxwell Star. You can check him out on his video reviews because every Wednesday night they do
Beer Analysis 101.
Beer Analysis 101, and they choose different beers. And maybe one day I'll be there. Last week they did Young's Chocolate Stout, and
we're doing Pabst Blue Ribbon next week.
Yeah, Pabst Blue Ribbon. I probably won't be on that one, but maybe in the future. And then you have Redbeard. Make sure you check out his channel and his EERD, not the ARD. So kind of deceiving there with the whole red beard that he actually has. And then, of course, you got Beer Patrol. Basically, like upsetting the whole beer review video YouTuber type thing because he's blowing up. And he's just on the scene just now. But everybody's been waiting for him to come on his channel.
I'm going to need
you got the Beer Patrol, and it's actually with two L's for the patrol. And Todd, who's always around with
real
Todd
pro.
Yeah, but maybe one day.
Todd's always hanging out. Yeah, that's good. Todd's the man.
Todd's the man. So well, then obviously you're on my channel already. But I feel like Joe's going to say something. What is it, Joe? What is it?
I didn't say anything. I'm reading the side comments over here. Eric says, "Deuces, gents," and I said, "Okay, see ya, Eric." And he said, "I'm going to leave at 2 a.m., Joe."
Shut up, Joe. Shut up.
I'm done.
Simmer down.
Are we doing the after chat tonight, Jones?
The after chat. This is
how long is the after chat gonna go?
What do you want? God.
Well, Drunken One never goes to
Time out. Drunken. How long are we gonna do the after show for?
Oh, I don't know until the cows come home. And damn it, I don't have cows.
Off, probably.
We can move. We move the after chat to Drunken One's channel.
Oh boy. I lose subscribers when I go live.
No matter who hosts, no matter
I'm not
who hosts, the after chat lasts until like 2 people log off, like the last people out the door.
I'm not a smart man, but moving the chat to
we usually have a thing constant going.
Well, I was gonna say I'm not a smart man, but moving the chat
once you go
to Drunken One's channel is very ill-advised. Right now, very ill-advised.
You're saying
it's not ill-advised. Come on.
So, Joe, are you saying keep going?
I would say a big no on that one. Offline, sure.
Just take it offline. Just take it offline to where it's not recording.
We'll go offline. Everybody can still hang out, but if somebody else wants to run on their channel, we can run on their channel too.
Drunken One, you could do a live show.
Drunken One's an hour behind us, so Drunken One's still he's good to go.
Eric, I'm going to leave you settle down with that encouragement.
Drunken, do it.
Just take it offline. Just take it offline, and then we'll get naked.
What was that?
If anybody's shirt comes off, I'm pretty sure we're all going.
All right, so that's our show tonight.
Did you just say get naked?
Off the track.
You just say get naked.
Eric said that.
All right, time out. Let Rod actually properly end this fucking travesty so we can talk offline.
All right, Rod, it's all you, buddy.
I don't even know how to end it. It's kind of like
no,
Just hit the off button.
It's like with all that being said, that's your tagline out is with all that being said, I am Rod J, blah blah blah. You do your with that being said thing, and then that's your segue into I'm getting the hell out of here. Remember?
Or you can just hit the stop button.
I really not.
I didn't ruin it this late, did I?
All right. Don't you think if it's Rod's chat, it's his decision? Jesus.
Of course.
No means no, drunken one.
We're out.
Show us like a doll where he does to.